we have travelled across the Mersey to Prenton Park today, where Liverpool are aiming for a return to winning ways after a tough run of results recently. This week saw a heavy defeat at the hands of the champions and then a close one against Manchester United. That means the Reds are out to right some wrongs here this afternoon. Brighton are the visitors in the WSL for this 2 o'clock kickoff this afternoon, and it's live right here on LFC TV, LFC TV Go, and across our social channels as well. Yeah, welcome along to what is a very chilly Prenton Park this afternoon. I've got ex-Reds Tash Dowie and Julie Flaherty alongside me. Listen, you two have only just both hung up your boots, but I know you always miss it, but these winter months it must be a little bit easier maybe to not be out there on the pitch.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to not be playing out there in the cold. You know, it's when you get up in the morning, you go outside and it just hits you, so it's quite nice to be on the other side.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's why I played abroad for 6-7 years.
Oh, yeah. Good shout. Good shout. Well, listen, obviously, as we said at the top of the show there, the girls not in the best run of form at the moment, but this hopefully seems like a quite decent opportunity to get back on track, Tash.
Yes and no. I think if you look at Brighton, they've won, I think, their last 3 out of 4 away games. You know, they're actually in a really good run of form at the moment. So they'll be fancying their chances, because right now, like you said, Liverpool is struggling. I think it's 1 win in 8. But the home form of Liverpool, I think, except for Chelsea, it's the second best home form in the league, so it's going to be a really tough one to call today.
Yeah, and obviously the season started so well, it had so much momentum, it just slightly stalled in recent weeks.
Yeah, and I think it's difficult. I think the game against Chelsea, you know, Chelsea were unbelievable, Lauren James in particular, and I think any team, whether it had been Liverpool, you know, Man City, Man United, whoever it was, I think would have found it difficult against Chelsea that day. But yeah, I think Liverpool is so strong at home. I think it's a great chance for them to get points on the board.
Yeah, you were there for this Chelsea game, weren't you, Gillian? I mean, listen, Chelsea, it's always going to be an incredibly tough game, whoever takes them on. But I think it's fair to say maybe Liverpool caused a few of their own problems that day as well.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the goals come from Liverpool's transition, you know, but obviously Liverpool got back into the game, obviously to make it 1-1, but I think Chelsea, they were just clinical. Everything went for them that day, and I think, yeah, defensive errors, I think, didn't help Liverpool. But you'll learn more from those sort of games than you will an easy 2-3-0 win.
Yeah, I mean, they managed to keep Sam Kerr at length, Tash, which is an achievement in itself. But obviously, Lauren James, you can see here, she's a world-class striker. I mean, a striker yourself, what impresses you so much about Lauren James?
Everything about her, I think. You know, her change of pace, I think, is the most explosive player in the league. You know, you try and show her on the left, she can finish with her left. You show her on the right, she'll finish with her right. So, to be honest, you have to double up against her. And in too many of these incidents, Liverpool didn't. They were left 1v1 and they were exposed massively. So I think that's the difference between the top teams, if I'm being completely honest with you. Your Chelsea's, your Man United's, City, Arsenal. You know, you keep one of their star players quiet, but they have another 10 players on the pitch that are star players that can make the difference.
Yeah, going up against that Chelsea front line, Gilly, as a defender, what would make that really difficult for you?
I've done it many a times.
I know you have.
And it's true what Tash says. You try and keep one silent and have one to have a quiet game, and then the others pop up. So everybody has to be on their game. But like for me, Lauren James was that's the best I've ever seen her play the game. So it's hard for any defender. Phenomenal,
isn't she? Okay, let's take a look at how that result then affected the WSL table. This is how it looks then going into today's round of fixtures. That defeat, as you can see there, saw Liverpool drop to 6th in the table on 11 points. Chelsea obviously stretched their lead at the top. Today's visitors, Brighton, sit in 8th. I mean, we're about a third of the way through the season now, Tash. Is it shaping up so far how you would have expected?
Do you know what? Yes. If I look at the table, I think Tottenham recruited well this year, probably except for Aston Villa, who had a really poor start to the season. I would probably have predicted how the table was going to look. I think Liverpool have had some great results this year, but like you said, it's been a hard patch. But I think going into this game against Brighton, I think the difference between the two teams today is that they're probably actually both struggling for goals at the moment, but defensively I think Liverpool are the better team. Brighton have conceded 15 goals, Liverpool have conceded 8. So I think that's where Liverpool can hurt Brighton, you know, the most today.
Yeah, let's take a look at Manchester United, obviously, which was midweek in the Conti Cup, Gillian. I think in terms of the Chelsea game, even a difficult game, you can always take lessons, and this was a much improved performance against United.
Yeah, most definitely, and I think it's about how you bounce back. But, you know, I mean, that's a tough goal to concede as well. But it's about your next game, and you know they would have took more positives from that game. Obviously, they'd have learnt lessons from the Chelsea game too. But the good thing is when you have Conti Cup, you've always got another game that's around the corner to make the use of it.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal strike there from the Conti
it was.
post,
The second half performance was brilliant by Liverpool, honestly. And I think the great thing about the Conti Cup is being able to give players game time, valuable game time, which I think is important. So the likes of your Mia Enderbys, you know, your Miri Taylors, Sophie's, and do you know what? Today's the first game where actually some players haven't even been able to make the squad because there's so much competition now in this Liverpool team. The likes of Miri Taylor's missed out, Jana Daniels has missed out. So that just shows now how much competition there is for places.
Yeah, it felt like a more organised display, if you like, Gillian. Obviously, Liverpool did, as we're seeing here, you know, create a fair few chances for themselves, just couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, that's just the difference, though. It's about being clinical. You know, the good teams, they might have less chances, but they're putting them away. You know, and I think that's the difference. As you go on, the season goes on, you know, the games get tougher. And teams get to know how other teams play, but those chances might come few and far between. So it's about putting the ball in the back of the net.
After such a tough defeat like what happened against Chelsea, and then you're obviously looking at that as maybe the ideal opportunity to get back on track, and then it doesn't happen, Tash. What does that do for confidence in the dressing room?
It's so hard, you know, this league. One, because of the cup games, you know, so obviously Matt Beard probably wants to get a result against Manchester United for confidence reasons, but then has to give players game time. So it's that balance of, you know, kind of giving players minutes, but also I think there'll be lots of confidence from that because of the performance. So yes, we want to get results, we want to get 3 points because that's going to help, but I also think the performance against Man United was key. But now they have to start getting points. You know, it's not now about performances. To be honest, however they win today, the main thing is you have to get 3 points at home.
Yeah, we hope it is indeed a win. As we say, after that tough week, the Reds are going to be fired up today to hopefully get back on track, as Taylor Hines explained to Steve Hunter. They sat down for a chat on Friday afternoon.
Great to see you, as always. I guess the feeling ahead of this weekend is the girls are eager to bounce back after Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always hard after a loss, but we've put that behind us now and we're ready to get those 3 points again on Sunday.
You got a little rest in midweek with a hectic schedule of games, obviously, and the girls did well, didn't they, against United?
Yeah, they did. I think they put on a proper battle against them, and especially second half, I think we had a few chances and we were really unlucky, but yeah, a great performance. And obviously the girls that haven't been getting minutes have got some minutes and now they're ready for the weekend as well.
Great to see Niamh Farhi back, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course. She's our skipper as well, and it's always good to have our skipper back, and Niamh's a big character on and off the pitch as well, so we've definitely missed her. So yeah, I'm glad that she's back.
Obviously Niamh's absence, Beardie's given you the captain's armband. I know that's a huge honour for you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's a proud moment. I love this club, I love this city, so yeah, it's definitely, I'm honoured to be a captain at the time being for the team as well.
And great to be back in front of your own fans again this Sunday.
Yeah, our fans are amazing, and you know that as well. Week in, week out, they're always there supporting us, home and away. So yeah, our fans are the reason why we play football as well. So yeah, I can't wait to get in front of them.
Brighton's obviously going to be a tough test again, but you know, you're at home and your home form has been good.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be a physical game at the weekend, and I think they've had a few tough games as well, and we have too. But yeah, hopefully we can get that good performance in, get those 3 points and have a good team performance.
OK, the thoughts of today's captain there, Taylor Hines. We will look at the starting 11 that Matt Beard has picked for today in just a few moments. First, though, let's hear from the boss himself. Matt is speaking with Steve Hunter.
Against Brighton. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Been impressed with the job Mel's done at Brighton. Tactically, they're hard to break down when they can play two different formations, so we just need to make sure that we're switched on, prepared for both, because they've changed a lot in game as well. So yeah, it's a big good game. Looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get 3 points today, get us back winning.
And as you rightly say, you've drawn a line now under that game at Chelsea. These things can happen against a side like that with world-class players, and that doesn't define what a great start to this season you've made.
No, yeah, look, we spoke about the frustrations of it. The girls have trained well this week. We put in a good second half performance against Manchester United in the Continental Cup, which was great for us to get the minutes into players. But yeah, no, look, sometimes these results just a reminder that you need that, you know, as much as we've done so well, we need to keep our feet grounded and, you know, move forward.
And you've given Tegan Micah a first start in the WSL today.
Yeah, we have. Tactically, we felt with her distribution. She did really well against Man United, finding Fuka and Marie in the pockets when they were both on the pitch. We didn't do that as much against Chelsea, so yeah, Tegan's got her first league start, and she's been very patient. Laws has been fantastic. But that's what we wanted to have. We wanted to have goalkeepers that could play in different games if we needed to, and if we needed to change goalkeepers, then it doesn't impact it.
And Shanice van der Sanden starts. What a wonderful week for her with a partner giving birth.
Yeah, it's amazing. She's just been beaming around the training ground. She's been absolutely buzzing. We're delighted for her, the baby, and obviously her partner, and hopefully she can get a goal for the baby today.
And obviously in the midfield, Marie Herbinger, you brought her in the summer. She's already a fan's favourite. The fans are looking forward to seeing her in action today.
Yes, yeah, she's been fantastic. She's only 22 as well, so there's still plenty more to come from her. But yeah, no, she's been a great signing. She's a good character, and her set play deliveries as well are key for us.
And on the positive side for you with your team, it's an attacking team. You created lots of chances this season. One of these days, a few are going to go in, aren't they?
Yeah, hopefully today. Yeah, hopefully today. We've got lots of attacking options. We've got 4 attackers on the bench today as well. So if we need to change, we've got the ability to change it.
Really good luck today.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Liverpool manager Matt Beard there speaking to Steve Hunter a little bit earlier on. Oh, let's take you through the Liverpool lineup now that Matt has chosen for this afternoon's game against Brighton. It is as follows. There's 9 changes from the midweek Conti Cup game against Manchester United. Just the one though from last weekend's WSL game against Chelsea. And that one change from Chelsea comes in goal. It is a first WSL start this afternoon for Australian keeper Tegan Micah. She's played in 2 Conti Cup games this season, but a first start in the league for her today in place of Rachel Laws, who drops down to the bench today. It's a back 3 of Jenna Clark, Grace Fisk, and at the heart of the back line, Gemma Bonner, who is receiving a special presentation today to mark her status as the new appearance record holder for Liverpool women. More on that in just a moment. In midfield for the Reds this afternoon, Emma Corvisto, Fuka Nagano and captain Taylor Hines just in front of them. Marie Herbinger, 3 goals for her so far, a really impressive start to life as a Red. And Kerry Holland, who we will actually hear from very shortly. She's speaking to Steve Hunter pitch side. And up front, Shanice van der Sanden, as you just heard, back with the team after a trip home to the Netherlands this week to welcome her first child with her partner, and alongside her, Sophie Roman Hogg. On the bench for the Reds today, it is Rachel Laws, Niamh Fahey as she continues her return from injury, Missy Kearns, Leanne Kiernan, Mel Lawley, Mia Enderby, Sophie Lungard, Natasha Flint and Lucy Parry. So let's get your thoughts on that. I think Gemma Bonner's presentation is just about to start, actually. We will see that in just a moment. But firstly, Tegan Micah, a big game for her today, first start in the league.
Yeah, it's huge. I played with Tegan in Australia for Melbourne Victory, and she's a good keeper. You know, confident, talks a lot, communicates, has been involved with the national team in Australia for many years now. So she'll be happy to get her first start. I think it's a little bit harsh on Rachel Laws, if I'm being completely honest. I think she's had a really good season so far, but that's the nature of the game. You know, there's so much competition again within this squad.
Yeah, Matt Beard says he's wanting to rotate the keepers, Gilly. I'm sure Lawsy would rather be out there playing today, but I suppose, as Tash said, just the nature of the game sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, and I think managers have to always not be careful in what they say, but I also do think they have to protect the other goalkeeper who's not playing necessarily as such. But yeah, for me, I think Rachel Laws is a brilliant goalkeeper, and she'll bounce back from not playing today.
Yeah, now you can see there Gemma Bonner. She is receiving a special presentation from Reds legend Ian Callaghan to mark setting a new club record for appearances in the WSL. She hit the milestone of 135 a couple of weeks ago against City. That moved her clear of Ash Hodson, of course, previous record holder. Tash, she's such a well-liked member of the squad and really deserves this recognition she's getting today.
Yeah, she does. You know, she's my closest friend in the team. You know, she's my captain. You know, we won the league back-to-back together, and for me, she's the ultimate pro. You know, no one else deserves this more than her. You know, and to be honest, she's still performing. For me, she's been Liverpool's best player this season by a mile. So it's just great to see her still representing the club and to have all her family there as well. You know, a really special moment for her.
Yeah, she's obviously one of the senior figures in the team, Gilly. Obviously, you played alongside her in defence. I mean, what were your thoughts on Gem?
Yeah, I mean, she's just a lovely girl as well. Like, you come across players who are good players on the pitch, but she's got a heart of gold off it too. And I think she did get troubled a little bit when she first come here last season. I think she took a while to settle back in, but I mean, this year she's proven her worth, you know, and for me, she's getting better with age. The opposite, centre-backs,
fine wine.
Yeah, centre-backs usually go the opposite way when they get older. But for me, like, I agree with Tash. She's been Liverpool's best player this year, and hopefully that form continues the rest of the season.
Yeah, it feels like she could go on for forever, really, Tash. I mean, she's only I think the defence had only let in 4 in the league prior to Chelsea. So, as we say, leading the line so well.
And I think the thing as well about Gemma Bonner is the effect that she has around the players that play with her. Your Jenna Clark, there's no coincidence why she's performing so well at such a young age in her first season in WSL. That's because of Gemma Bonner, you know, so she's just a leader, you know, she doesn't just focus on her own game, it's how then she can make the players around her better as well. You know, she's always the first to training, always the last off the training pitch, and I think that's the environment that we've come from, myself and Gilly, you know, when you've had to work and play, nothing's been given to you easy, so she's now making sure that these younger players that are coming through to this professional environment realise just how lucky they are.
Let's talk about Marie Herbinger, who also starts this afternoon. Gilly, she is such a positive player, so creative, obviously 3 goals so far. She's made such an impressive start here.
Yeah, I think she's been such a huge signing for Liverpool. I mean, I was commentating on this game and I was just outstanding the way she was able to cut Lucy Parker, completely sold her, and is able then to put that into the top bins, really. But yeah, I've just been so impressed with her maturity in the middle, and I think what's great is that she's now added competition to those players that are already playing in that midfield, and gives Liverpool a bit of depth as well. But yeah, I think she's been one of the best signings.
She loves getting in the box with late runs, doesn't she? And she offers such a creative spark in this Liverpool midfield.
Yeah, she does. Look, I think Matt Bigg gave her the ultimate compliment where he actually said she reminded him a little bit of a Farrah Williams. Now, you look, she's got a long way to go to be a Farrah Williams, but to even like put her in that kind of category says a lot. And I think where Liverpool maybe are struggling for goals at the moment, she has popped up with some vitally important goals.
Let's have a look at Sophie Roman-Hauge. Obviously, she's had a tough start. She had that facial injury, Gillian. Fair to say, maybe we're yet to see the best of her, but still someone who's really exciting the fans.
Yeah, it is. And I also think when new signings come to the WSL, they have to be given time to settle. And I always find international players, they take at least a season, really, to get going. But I think it really complements her playing in her too as well, because she's a typical tall centre forward, can win the flick-ons. If you've got Leanne Kiernan or Shanice van der Sande playing off of her, they're able to provide that pace and a stretch. But again, an important goal against Tottenham, so it's good that there's different variety and different types of strikers too.
Yeah, she's trying to fill Katie Stengel's boots, which are obviously big boots to fill. Let's throw down now to pitch side. Steve Hunter is there once again. He's speaking with Kerry Holland this time.
Kerry, good to be back on home turf, eager to get that game at Chelsea out of the system.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously midweek we had a really good performance here against Man United, and I think we were unlucky. So yeah, no, buzzing to be back at home, back in front of our crowd, and hopefully 3 points today.
And in the game against Brighton here last season, you were the match winner, got 2.
Yeah, it was a good day for me. But yeah, no, I think obviously last year was a good day, but obviously it's all about today, and yeah, we're looking forward to the game, and I think everybody's really well prepared for it.
How much are you enjoying this midfield combination, you know, playing alongside Foucault? Marie Herbinger has lit the blue touch paper, so to speak, hasn't she?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I think, you know, I'm surrounded by very, very talented players. So yeah, no, I think we've got a really good dynamic between the 3 of us. I think we all offer something different, so I think it's working well so far, and hopefully again today.
You're getting so close. A goal's coming for you.
Yeah, I think so. I've hit the crossbar a couple of times. I think I'm up for crossbar of the season, crossbar challenge of the season. But no, it'll be good. Hopefully today's the day.
What about the challenge of Brighton? I mean, they've shown already this season they can be dangerous. They won at Manchester City.
Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, we're under no illusion that this is going to be a very tough game today. They've obviously recruited heavily in the summer, and I think they worked really, really hard off and on the ball. So I think it'll be a difficult game, but you know, we're ready for it, and hopefully 3 points.
And great to see Shanice van der Sande out there. I know after what a wonderful week she's had. I mean, I was there at Melwood with you on Friday, and the reception she got was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was very, very special. I think, you know, obviously she's a special person, and for her and her partner to have the baby, I think it's a really special time for them. But obviously we're buzzing that she's back here today.
Kerry, good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll talk about Shanice van der Sanden in just a moment. Just a word on Kerry, though. She got both goals in the 2-1 win against Brighton back in April, so probably quite fancies this one today.
Yeah, I think as a player, you always have your teams that you enjoy playing against, and I was like that as a striker myself, so I'm sure she's, going to have that good feel factor about herself. And Kerry Holland as well, she's so important for this Liverpool team. She's the engine, but she can also get involved in the goals, and maybe because of Hovinger's role, hasn't got herself as forward as maybe she did last year. But I think, again, she's the engine, she's the tackler, she does the nasty work that maybe doesn't get, I guess, the plaudits as much as maybe other players.
A word on Shanice as well, because she starts this afternoon. What a whirlwind week for her. Her partner has obviously given birth to their first child, and she will be on cloud 9 on that pitch.
Yeah, and let's hope that gives her goals in as well, because she's going to be in such a positive attitude. But I mean, yeah, it's wonderful to hear the news. Obviously, she's got a safe baby arrival, and it's just, yeah, I mean, it's lovely. But Shanice is one of the nicest girls as well that you can play with and have as a teammate. So yeah, she must be in a whirlwind of a bubble.
Yeah, she's one of the characters in the squad, it's fair to say, but I imagine if she scores today, there's probably a special celebration lined up. I would think so.
Definitely, you can predict that. But again, what Gilly says, Shanice is just such a positive character on and off the pitch, and I think it's so important to have players like her. She's a proper team player, she'll work hard for the team, but like you said, emotionally, she's probably going to be on cloud 9, but also the travel, you just hope that maybe it doesn't take it out of her too much where she's almost like too excited. But no, I think the great thing is who they've got on the bench, so she'll do a job for as long as she possibly can. But then again, you've got so much strength that can come off and finish the job.
I was just going to say some game changers on the bench there. Obviously, you've got Leanne Keane and Mel Lawley as well, Gilly. So plenty of options for Matt Beard there.
Yeah, and that's great for Liverpool to have, because there's been at times throughout last season and this season where you haven't had much of a bench. So I think being able to have players that are just as good as those players that are starting, able to come on the pitch, and potentially change the game. But I think protect the likes of Shanice. She's had a excited week. She's travelled and that, so you have to look after. But it's good that Liverpool have finally got that depth.
OK, that is all from us for the moment. Thank you both. When we come back, Tash is going to join Steve Hunter for the full 90 minutes of Liverpool against Brighton in the WSL. A special day for Gemma Bonner here today, and hopefully a special afternoon for the Reds awaits us. We are back after the break.
Pickford's lost it. Divock Origi! Unbelievable! Number 6 is on its way to Anfield. There's the cross. Lovren! Stunning moment, stunning hit. What an arrival in a red shirt. It comes to Lallana! And Mane's turned in. Sadio Mane for Liverpool. It's Alexander. Oh, it's Alisson! Unbelievable! It's absolutely astonishing. Lisandro Martinez is the defender. Torres pulling in one way, then the other. Gakpo! Oh, incredible goal! It's a thing of absolute beauty. Incredible scenes at Anfield.
Shanks' army, this Liverpool side, swarming forward now. Hall. Keegan! Goals pay the rent, and Keegan does his share.
I came from a mining family. My father was a miner. It was either going down the pits or being a footballer. Sunderland had turned me down because I was too small, and then Sunderland came back again, but I'd promised to come down to Liverpool. I think certainly the Army stood me in good stead. At the end of the day, I must take a lot of the credit. We won the championship in 46-7. We had a good side and everything went so well. I can't remember any real one selfish one coming in and trying to rule the roost. The club's always been bigger than the individual. Bill decided to retire. I never applied for the job. It came at us just overnight, and I thought, well, I'd better give it a go. Football is about winning. You've got to entertain too, but it's about winning. I've been particularly lucky in my profession. I certainly wouldn't be big-headed. That's why I try to be modest about the whole thing. There's lots of people earned more than me at this game, but there's nobody enjoyed it as much. I've come to love the Liverpool people. Had I had to do it all over again, I'd do just the same. You'll never walk alone.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's fantastic. The back four and new players, including Carabale, the Colombian international at fullback, and two Norwegian internationals in there in Maria Torres-Dottir and Guru Bergsvan. Look out for Katie Robinson down that right-hand side, a really good player, very quick and direct, and their big threat undoubtedly comes up front from Elizabeth Turland. So Taylor Hines always said it's such an honour for her to captain Liverpool in the absence of Niamh Fahey. Of course, our skipper played 45 minutes midweek in the Conti Cup. She's on the bench today. But really looking forward to this one on a bitterly cold afternoon at Prenton Park. But we're warmed up as always by the wonderful company of the goal machine. She's back, the one and only Tash Dowie.
Love it, Steve. Always love your introductions. No, it's great to be here. You know, it's a cold one, but, you know, I think the girls look fired up for it, you can tell. And it's going to be a hard one to call today against Brighton. You know, their away form's very good, but our home form's great. So I think it's going to be who really starts the best today.
Absolutely. I mean, Beardy has been saying they've put that that game at Chelsea last weekend behind them, and we saw evidence of that. They were brilliant, especially in the second half against United.
Yeah, they were. Really good performance second half against United, and if they play like that, I fancy our chances against this Brighton side. They've conceded a lot more goals than us, so that should give us a lot of confidence.
So before we get underway, the players taking a knee, sending out a powerful, poignant message around the world. No room for racism, discrimination of any kind. Fuka Nagano with the first touch for Liverpool. Here's Shanice van der Sanden, very direct in her second spell with the club. Bright start, Herbinger's cross. Picked up by Bremer. Simmons trying to play it down the line up towards Katie Robinson. But like Liverpool, a lot of changes at Brighton during the summer. I mean, to be fair, since Melissa Phillips came in, I mean, it wasn't that long ago when the former England manager Hope Powell was in charge of this team, and they faced relegation last season, but Mel Phillips has done a good job.
She has indeed. I think both squads have had a big turnaround this summer, but some key players for them today that Liverpool need to be aware of. Turlan, for me, the forward, is on fire. 5 goals this season, so they need to be aware of her. Robinson as well, who's been involved with the senior team at England. The Sada, her experience as well playing over in Barcelona, so they have some real threats within this squad.
Liverpool, of course, in 6th spot in the WSL, just 2 points off 3rd position after such a good start. A bit of a loose ball there that Carrie Holland couldn't quite get, and Herbinger picking up the pieces. Back to Emma Coavisto playing against her former club. She left Brighton to move to Merseyside. Van der Sanden, brilliant play by Shanice van der Sanden to get away from Cannavale. Holland, real chance to get a shot away. Carrie Holland, oh, good defending. Coavisto.
It's been a really lively start by Liverpool. You know, I think Shanice van der Sanden, they need to keep getting her on the ball. She's looked, as we all expect after the news of a newborn baby, she looks lively tonight, and I fancy her 1v1. That's where we got our goal, obviously, away at Chelsea. But we've definitely started the better of the two teams.
And of course, in this fixture last season, back in April here, Carrie Holland scored twice. She's hit the crossbar a few times, including that one at Anfield against Everton. She's getting closer. Marie Herbinger, the Austria international, with this corner kick here from Matt Beard's side. It was a bad delivery in the end, was it? And Jenna Clark, always a big threat, the Scotland international in there.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing about Herbinger, is she's right and left-footed. You know, so similar to what Farrah Williams used to be able to do, whip those in-swingers from either side, and I think it was Hogg that ended up getting on the end of that, and that's what they need to do today. Hogg, you know, she's so good in the air, so they need to start getting deliveries into her, and let's see then what she can do.
Interesting stats up about Herbinger with her delivery before touch. Marie Herbinger has created 17 good chances for Liverpool so far this season. No goals from it yet, but if she keeps at it, I'm certain there's going to be goals there.
You'd be fuming, wouldn't you, if you've created 17 chances and no one scored from it. So, but no, she's definitely, as a striker, someone that you'd love to play with. She's an intelligent player, and I'm sure, you know, these are new faces still. You know, they've only played together for, you know, 7 or 8 games, so it's still building partnerships.
You might, in my unbiased opinion.
I wanted you to say that, Steve.
Holland up towards Van der Sanden again, putting pressure on Torres Dottir. And Van der Sanden again's done brilliantly. Sophie Roman Hogg lurking in the middle. Looking for her first goal at home, the Norwegian international, after registering at Tottenham the other week. But now, the danger of Turland. Bremer, the German. Real chance for Brighton. Deflection. Brilliant save by Tegan Micah on her WSL debut. That will give her confidence so early on. Such a huge boost.
That's a huge save, really is. Good reaction there. Turland did brilliant to hold off, and then Bremer, positive play here, and it's a great strike, but it actually gets a deflection off Gemma Bonner. So for Tegan Micah to then react to that and to tip it wide, you know, so early on, you know, that's a massive save by her, and like you said, confidence-wise will do her the world of good.
Brighton and Hove Albion in their change strip today, have they? Their first corner of the outing here at Prenton Park. This test again for Tegan Micah, the Australian international, from the corner. Flick on by Bremer. Chance there, and over the top from the Australian, Charlize Rule. The Australia under-20 international brought in during the summer from Sydney Olympic.
Yeah, played against Rule in Australia. She's a good player, you know, so she'll be wanting to make a point today, you know, getting her first start. And it's a good effort, you know, so I think that, like I said, the game's going either way. Liverpool started the better, but now the last couple of minutes, Brighton have had some really good chances.
Plus the away game last season down in Brighton ended up 3-3. It's an unbelievable game. And right at the end of that one, Raza Roberts had the most blatant penalty I've ever seen in stoppage time turned down. Beardy wasn't happy.
No, Beardy.
Herbinger, Van der Sanden, who's been terrific so far, up against Cannavale. Nearly fell for Sophie Roman Haug again, and then Simmons got there first. Now Fuka Nagano, Coavisto, Van der Sanden again, the Dutch international. Seeing plenty of the ball, which is a good thing as far as the Reds are concerned.
Yeah, it's a real end-to-end game at the moment, quite transitional. I think one team probably needs to get their foot on the ball and maybe slow the game down a bit.
Hines in towards Kerry Holland. Challenge from Maisie Simmons. Here's Taylor Hines. Fuka Nagano. Hines. Half cleared by Bergsvand. Herbinger. Fuka Nagano again. Coavisto. Space now for Herbinger. She orchestrates something. Coavisto. Good work. Herbinger again. Clever. What a bad idea that. Here's Taylor Hines. Away by Guru Bergvand. Now on the break, the pace of Katie Robinson here. Grace Fisk trying to block her path. No foul. Torres Dottir, new from Manchester United, the Norway international. Here's the experienced Vicky Lasada, Spain international. Emma Kohlberg, the Sweden international. Bremer. Trickery from the German. Great covering by Gemma Bonner there. As always, Gemma Bonner, of course, such a proud day for Gemma, who was presented with a special jersey to mark her record-breaking 135th appearance in the WSL era. No one better to make the presentation than Anfield hero Ian Callaghan, who made a record-breaking 857 appearances in a red shirt. Presentation made just before kick-off here today. Brighton a real threat. Bremer looking lively as well.
Yeah, they are. You know, they're looking to try and hit Liverpool on the counter-attack, so Liverpool need to be aware of that.
It's going to be an in-swinger. Tegan Micah just about kept that in. Turlin back in there. Such an incredible scramble.
Yeah, both teams are doing well here. They're throwing bodies on the line. It's a great delivery again, and Tegan Micah again does well. Fuka ends up clearing it, but it's end-to-end stuff. It's a really exciting start to this game. Both teams, you can see, really going at it, wanting to get the 3 points today.
Rule wasn't far away there from connecting the near post. This is Turland, Norway international. Tegan Micah had to react. Elements of surprise, perhaps, from Elizabeth Turland. But Tegan Micah again called into action.
Yeah, you know, she's had a lively start. I think maybe Clark needs to do a bit more there to stop the cross. Turland is their key player, you know, so whenever she gets on the ball, Liverpool need to try and double up on her as much as possible because she's causing them a lot of problems early on.
Brighton, of course, coming into this game 4 points off Liverpool in the WSL. Last game before yet another international break, would you believe? But it's back-to-back home games in many ways. Bristol City back at Prenton Park in a couple of weeks' time as well. Dangerous ball thumped in, but in the end it's thankfully on the roof of the net.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed with that, Brighton. Wasted opportunity. There's some big players, and I'm sure they'll be playing for set pieces going up against this Liverpool team.
Jenna Clark. Tegan Micah, the 26-year-old, played 2 games in the Conti Cup. But on her WSL debut today, 2 good stops early on in the opening stages.
See, there I feel like Liverpool played themselves under pressure. Sometimes I think you have to recognise when a team's pressing you high. Let's miss out the press. You've got the likes of Shanice van der Sanden with her pace. Sophie Haug can hold the ball up. So I think sometimes we're overplaying in the wrong areas a little bit.
Forward by Hines to van der Sanden. Showing her strength, Shanice van der Sanden. And Really putting her under pressure was the Colombian international, Joralin Carabali. And too much from Carabali, who gets a yellow card.
I think that's a little bit harsh, to be honest. You know, it's her first tackle in the game, so I think you have to let that go. Now she's got pretty much a good 80 minutes now or so to obviously, but then Liverpool need to target that. You know, if I'm a centre forward now, I'm playing up against her, I'm getting Shanice going 1v1.
It's interesting the way that Brighton have come here. They're playing almost 5 at the back when Liverpool attack, as Mel Phillips has been playing a back 4 a number of times this season, but just put that extra defender in today. Maybe wary that the pace that Liverpool have in behind.
Absolutely, I think they need to be aware of that, and then when they look then to hit Liverpool, they commit those wing backs forward. But you're right, Steve, a solid back 5, which will be a challenge for Liverpool to break down.
This is good from Coavisto. Couldn't provide the cross. I tell you what, Sophie Roman-Hogg at the back post had taken up a really good position.
And that's a problem, to be honest, Steve. I think that that's something that maybe as a team Liverpool need to work on more, is the quality of those deliveries, you know, because that's a perfect situation there where Emma needs to put in a better ball for Sophie Hall to get the head on it.
Well stopped by Bonner. Brighton get it away by Clark. Brighton picking up the second ball again with Maisie Simmons. Shanice van der Sanden checking the goalkeeper, and Bergsvan having to turn away.
They have so much experience in this Brighton team, though. When I was looking through the squad and the age range, you know, probably most of them are late 20s, some even in their 30s, and have played in many different countries. So, you know, they've got a real blend of some younger players like your Robinsons, but also some real experienced players as well that can manage games.
Taylor Hines winning it back for Liverpool. And the Reds build again with Gemma Bonner. Fuka Nagano. Van der Sanden trying to win that back. Herbinger. Bonner. In goes Grace Fisk, getting tight there on Robinson. Losada, Carabali, Kullberg, and now Bremer again, trying to get goal side of Jenna Clark, but Jenna does well this time. Yes. Brighton are getting a fair number of corners in these opening 12 minutes.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, both teams are actually looking most dangerous down the flanks. I think Bremer's pace has actually really surprised me. She's got a real good change of pace there, so, you know, but then you look on the flip side, Liverpool with Shanice down on the wing, so they're areas that both teams are really looking to exploit.
Again, a dangerous delivery here for Brighton and Hove Albion. On the set play to the near post flick. Oh, goodness me, Tegan Micah again, I think. Somehow that stayed out. That was a great delivery into that mix. He's in swinging deliveries, causing problems. Flick header, it's a wicked deflection.
It's Gemma Bonner. It's Gemma Bonner gets a block on the line there.
Another dangerous ball coming in, a header straight at Tegan Micah. These are dangerous corners for Brighton. But Gemma Bonner is carved out her Liverpool career doing things like that, blocking certain goals.
Do you know what? Honestly, it's like scoring a goal. You know, strikers know where to be when scoring a goal, and defenders just instinctively know where the danger is coming from. And, you know, any other day that's a goal, but Gemma Bonner can read where the danger is and she gets that block in. That's valuable because that's 1-0 Brighton. That is a brilliant block by Gemma Bonner.
Forward by Tegan Micah again. Also arrived at the club from Rosengard in Norway during the summer, played in the World Cup. There's Fuka Nagano towards Herbinger, but Liverpool perhaps guilty of not retaining the ball as well as they normally do at the moment.
Yeah, and we definitely need to stop giving away corners because Brighton are looking so dangerous on set pieces, so that's something else that we need to stop.
Turland. Losada. That's good from Herbinger. Holland. Played at the wrong side of Sophie Roman-Hogg. There's Gemma Bonner. towards Tegan Micah again.
Yeah, you can see as well Turland's dropping in on Fuka. You're almost trying to stop her getting on the ball. You know, she's Liverpool's playmaker, so if you stop her playing, you're stopping a big, real supply of, you know, decent balls in there. So it's clever play by them.
Kohlberg getting there before Kerry Holland. Good pressing this by the Reds. Little flick by Lasada. Bremer. You from Wolfsburg, of course, ex-Leon and Manchester City. Robinson. Coavisto. Not a bad idea that. Sophie Roman Hall will chase. Away by Bagley. Well, could bounce for Jenna Clark. She did well in the end, but then Brighton pick it up again with Kohlberg. Turland. Offside.
Yeah, I still don't feel like any team has really settled into this game yet. And, you know, it's an edgy game. You know, it's an important game. They're both in and around each other. Both teams want to get the 3 points desperately. But, again, I think it's a case of maybe just Liverpool need to keep the ball a bit. Switch the play, get players getting touches on the ball instead of forcing things a bit too much at the moment.
Liverpool have won 5 out of their last 7 at home in the WSL. Brighton have only won 2 out of their last 11 WSL games.
And to be fair, Prenton Park is a fortress. You know, I think that is the one positive thing. You know, we do so well here, and a lot of that is to do with the home fans and the support we get here.
Interesting switch for Charlize Rule today. Tash, she played left attack against West Ham in midweek, now right wing back today.
Versatility, eh?
Absolutely. Lasada. Good covering by Bonner, had to. Coavisto, nice touch from the Finland international. Roman Horg, Herbinger. On to Van der Sanden. Thomas Dottier. To get it away anyway will do on that occasion.
Yeah, really good defending by the Brighton centre-half there. Van der Sanden, that's what she does, you know, because of her pace. Whenever she's near you, it scares defenders. So, good defending there by her. But we need to get Shanice Van der Sanden more involved again in this game. You know, she was lively the first 5 minutes, and then she hasn't really seen much of the ball. So we need to somehow try and manipulate the ball out to this right-hand side and get her 1v1.
Clark. Coavisto. Van der Sanden trying to get away from Kohlberg. Whip it in towards Kerry Holland, who'd made a good run into the box there. Cool and composed there from the former Hammer, Grace Fisk.
I think you can see as well, Steve, with the way that they're set up, it's very compact and congested. Brighton are actually playing a really high line as well, so it's almost asking to go long.
Oh, Liverpool give it away. Dangerous here with Turland. Simmons. Now Herbinger. Liverpool just maybe creating their own problems at the moment here.
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. Again, look, I admire that they want to play. You know, that's how Matt Beard has set them up, is to play football. But it's when and where, decision-making. You know how strong Brighton are on set pieces, and now you're giving away a cheap free kick where they can now get their big centre-halves up again. So I think sometimes, you know, forward to set, to then go in long behind, and then you've got the pace of Shanice up front.
So a dangerous set-piece situation. Brighton certainly are causing problems in this opening half. Most of it from set plays, corners, and now a free kick. Decent delivery again, and Bonner got it away. Shot comes in there from Bergstrand. Kohlberg, it's another dangerous ball. Bonner again is there. Thank goodness.
Every single set piece Brighton have had today, they've looked a threat. And they're probably actually really disappointed they haven't converted one yet. But credit to Liverpool. Bodies on the line. That's what you know you're going to get from this Liverpool team. That's why we've probably got one of the best defences in the league. Is because, you know, you get past one, you're not going to get past the second one. So credit to them.
Oh, loose there from Taylor Hines. It's such a dangerous area. But there's Fuka Nagano to intercept. Bonner. Good. Holland. Good pressing from Brighton, to be fair. They're working hard. Mel Phillips' team to get it back quickly.
She's another player that Liverpool haven't got into the game. Kerry Holland, you know, has hardly been starved of the ball, to be honest.
Bremer. Real danger. It's overhit, looking for Turland. But can't afford, I'm sure Beardy will be saying that, can't afford to give a player like Bremer that amount of space on the edge of your box.
No, that's a massive wasted opportunity there, and you can see she's holding her head, really disappointed. You know, she had runners to support her and has overhit it. And again, it's that kind of rest defence, Steve. When we give the ball away, we need to be switched on. Too many times when we've lost possession, Brighton have been able to find their centre forward, and they've been able to get half turns and face up and cause us problems. We need to make sure that we're always tight to the forwards.
Rule. Torres Dottier joins the attack. Robinson. Got the cross in. Chance for Simmons. There's a block again.
Again, it's from our own doing, Steve. You know, you look at, they're getting it into wide areas. They've got some great players out wide. Taylor Hines 1v1, you need to stop the cross. And then it's a free player unmarked in the box, so we have to get touch tight in the box. Space doesn't score goals, players does. We need to ride this storm though at the minute, because Brighton really are on top. If we can get through this period and then maybe try and gain momentum ourselves.
Lasada. Turland. Excellent play by the striker. Charlize Rule. Turland again. Brilliant by Bonner again. It was fantastic for us today on LFC TV. Two footballing legends are with us. Great to see Gilly Flaherty back here as always at Prenton Park. Our former defender, of course, and our club ambassador, the goal machine, Natasha.
Gilly's given us a little wave.
Rightly so. Great to see her back with us. Always welcome. Kohlberg. Torres Dottier. Rule. That's good from Kerry Holland. Now Van der Sanden. Fuka Nagano. Coavisto. Getting that ball in the box towards Sophie Roman Haug, who is good in the air. That was the right idea.
Right idea. I might have to disagree a little bit, Steve, just because this amount of space that there was in front of her. I think you can actually drive and commit a little bit more. I think there's a situation where, because we know how good Sophie Haug is in the air, that we then start forcing things a bit too much. So I'd like us to see us get a bit higher up the pitch, get more bodies into the box, and then look to get some deliveries into the box.
Taylor Hines, the captain today, of course, and ever present at left wing back, got a bit of a rest in midweek when Jonna Daniels played left wing back. Herbinger. Going to try and create. She's frustrated there, Marie Herbinger. Wasn't many options available for her.
No, there wasn't. She did great to pick up the second balls, and then you can tell she's always wanting to go forward. She's always looking forward, but again, the movement was lacking in front of her.
Still goalless here at Prenton Park. Brighton have had the best chances. And a couple of good saves from Tegan Micah. Defence-saving block from Gemma Bonner from a corner as well. Sophie Roman Hall trying to get it to Van der Sanden, but Torres-Dottir covering. Good header by Bonner. Second ball, Brighton win it with Lasada. Kullberg. Lasada again. Good pressing range in that midfield, Vicky Lasada. Bergsvand. Simmons. Bergsvand again. Van der Sanden. In their second spell with Liverpool. Brilliant by Van der Sanden. Herbinger. Now Sophie Roman Hall. First time really Liverpool have got in behind Brighton.
Yeah, positive play there. You know, it's unfortunate. I think she's either stretching for it or slips. But it's a shame she couldn't look to get a good cross in there, because Holland had made a great run into the box. So a bit of a wasted opportunity there for Liverpool. But again, it's opportunities. You know, I think both teams at times look a bit open. So it's who can make the most of those chances.
It was a classy bit of play from Shanice, that wasn't it, as well? The way she turned and fed that pass.
Yeah, she's looked sharp when she's on the ball.
Now, space here for Holland now. Van der Sanden's there! Right on cue. Unlucky.
Yeah, great ball in there by Kerry Holland with the outside of her boot, and it's a good run by Shanice across that front post area, and, you know, good defending by Brighton, bodies on the line. But now Liverpool are gaining that momentum now, Steve, which is really important.
It's great defending that by the Colombian international, Cannavale, a new signing from Mineiro during the summer. See Shanice Van der Sanden so close to the opening goal. In by Herbinger. Bonner's header! It's in! Oh, Gemma Bonner! At one end, denying Brighton a goal! And on the day, the club show their respect for Gemma Bonner with a special presentation. She heads Liverpool into the lead from the corner.
Of course she does. You know, it's always the way. But no, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant run by Gemma Bonner, and I actually spoke to her a couple of weeks ago about how maybe the likes of Jenna Clark has been more of a target and Sophie Hall. But then people forget about how good Bonner is in the end. You see here, she makes a brilliant run into that near post area and flicks it on, and that's a great finish. Well done to her on such a special day with all her family here as well. Love it, lovely to see.
Well, we saw her score here when we were here against City, didn't we, in the Conti Cup? And we were saying at the start, all these assists that Marie Herbinger is providing, at last, someone's got on the end of it.
Yeah, absolutely. We must be a lucky charm whenever we're here, Bonner scores. But no, it's good. And Liverpool had a nice spell of possession there and was putting good pressure on Brighton. Now let's see how Brighton respond to that.
Great header there from Gemma Bonner, the 32-year-old, in their second spell with the club after captaining the team to back-to-back WSL titles under Matt Beard. And we just saw that moment, that goal came from a moment of period of pressure when Liverpool got Shanice Van der Sanden, who's been our most liveliest player, into the action. She was getting into some good areas, making things happen, forcing a couple of situations. And Liverpool get the benefit from that.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's no disrespect to Brighton. They've got some very good players, but probably pace-wise in defence, that's what they lack. And Shanice, that's her main strength, so we have to exploit that more.
Bremer. Charlize Rule. Simmons. Lasada. Brighton, after all their pressure, all the problems that they've caused from the corners themselves. Liverpool get the corner. We see Marie Herbinger, she's such a good deliverer from set pieces. Seen that already, the summer signing from FC Zurich. Turland. Well played, Grace Fisk. Fuka Nagano, clever pass. Kerry Holland. The girl from Skipton, Wales international. Good run this from Kerry Holland, just been forced away. Looking for Coavisto on that back post. Jenna Clark joins the attack. Sophie Roman-Hawk's header.
Yeah, there's not much more she could do with that, to be honest. The ball's almost kind of getting whipped back out. Not enough power for her to really generate anything on it. Does well to get on the end of it, but, you know, she's going to need better deliveries than that if she's going to score a goal. But this is good. Really good spell for Liverpool. Hopefully we can try and get a second goal, you know, and then that'll make it really hard for Brighton.
And I still get the case of Matt Beard has said of getting used to playing to Sophie Roman-Hawk's strengths. We know from her time with Roma playing in the World Cup, she thrives on crosses. That's how she got the goal, her first goal for the club at Tottenham. Brilliant ball from Jana Daniels, great header, goal. Very different to the previous forwards, of course, our own Natasha Dowie here with us, and Katie Stengel. I mean, Stengel was a very different player. She used to like to come deep, didn't she, and link the play.
It is. It's a whole, basically a whole change of game plan, you know, to suit obviously Sophie Hawke and how she's come in, and that's something that is probably going to take a little bit of time. And obviously you can play the 4-3-3 as well. Beardy switched between a 3-5-2 and 4-3-3, but I'm sure the more these players play together, you'll see clicks and you'll see then her scoring more goals.
Bonner, the goal scorer. Roman-Hawke coming deep. Herminger. Good challenge on her, to be fair, by Turland coming deep. Karabali. Good pressure from Shanice van der Sanden. Kerry Holland making sure Bagley had to get that away early. Good header by Clark. Karabali again. Lovely touch from Herminger. Space here for Shanice van der Sanden. Herminger. Taylor Hines getting herself into a great area here. Fisk. Roman-Hawke will attack it.
I think the only thing that Brighton are struggling with right now is I think they're not being able to commit that many bodies forward, and that's credit to Liverpool and the way they're playing right now. But look how deep they are right now, Steve. You know, pretty much all their players are so high that actually when they win the ball, they've got nothing, you know, going forward. So good spell by Liverpool to really kind of stifle Brighton.
Tegan Micah, the last 12 minutes or so, for the first time in the game, has had a bit of a rest.
Yeah, but she'll need to be switched on still, and I think that's where the best keepers are, you know, because I think Brighton, and we all know that they'll get another opportunity, but she needs to be ready for that.
Towards van der Sanden, did brilliantly to win that. Holland. Taylor Hines joins the Liverpool attack here. Herminger again, still only 22. The playmaker, Koivisto. Van der Sanden trying to get goal side of Kullberg. Koivisto, deep cross. Roman-Hawke did well to win that header. That's what I mean, get the crosses in for Sophie, and she can deliver quality.
Or if the crosses are deep like that, then it's the players need to recognise and get in and around the seconds. You know, so you know she's not going to score from that type of angle, but she's going to knock it down into those dangerous areas. So the likes of your Kerry Hollands, you know, Shanice van der Sandens, they need to be then trying to get on those second balls.
Taylor Hines jumping again. Simmons again with the turn. Sophie Roman-Hawke wins it back. Van der Sanden. Look at the body strength, the way she just holds off players with ease. Superb. Koivisto. That had gone out.
Yeah, great pressing by Liverpool there. And probably Brighton a bit guilty of overplaying in the wrong areas. But I also think you need to play to each other's strengths. The situation they're trying to play Sophie Hawke in behind, that's not her strength, that's Shanice's strength. So she needs the ball to feet there. So it's just really recognising our strengths and playing them to a bit more.
So about 11 minutes to go to the break. Gemma Bonner here. On the day that the club made a special presentation to her to mark a record-breaking appearance in the WSL era. brilliant header from a corner to put Matt Beardside into the lead here in the WSL. Kerry Holland in the walls there, Tat.
Yeah, I didn't see much in that, to be honest. It looked like it was a 50-50. But obviously head injury, need to blow the whistle to make sure she's okay. And now Beardy can regroup, get the players in, maybe talk some tactics, because you know you've got 10 minutes left of this first half.
This is how it happened for Kerry. Let's have a look.
No, I don't see much in that, to be honest, Steve. She probably needs to protect herself a little bit better there. When you're going up for a header with a defender, you do need to really go with your arms a little bit to protect yourself. She's kind of gone up there and left herself quite vulnerable, but that's something I'm sure she'll learn.
She's all right. Hina does a great job. Hina Chauhan and Dr. Francesca Champ as well, making sure Kerry Holland is okay.
To be honest, I winded her up last season because I always said she was on the floor all the time.
You can say that then.
Said she needed to toughen up a little bit in that midfield.
Came to Liverpool after being at the University of Kansas. Kerry Holland, quite a journey.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why she can run all day, hey, coming from America.
Here's the goal again. Look at that from Gemma Bonnet.
Tell you what, I'd be happy with that. It is a great header, honestly. It really is. Lovely little flick, just the perfect amount. You know, you can easily get too much on those. And to be fair to Bonnet, she's great going forward in the air. Technically so good as well, so she's got that in her.
That is definitely a touchdown header.
Reminds me of the Arsenal one at the Emirates. That's what it reminds me of.
That's right. What a night that was, by the way. Van der Sanden. Well read in there. Kanabali. 4-0 that one. At the Emirates, that was an incredible performance.
Was Gillian involved in that game? She's nodding away.
Good work there from Roman Hogg. Kerry Holland's cross. Coavisto coming in. Brilliant play by Coavisto. Liverpool get the corner again. She's seen a lot of the play, Emma Coavisto, here against their former club.
Yeah, she has, and I think that's a great thing about our fullbacks. You know, they've got energy to burn. They always like to get forward, especially Emma Coavisto. She plays like a winger most of the time. Real engine, similar to Kerry Holland. So she'll always be there to supply those balls, and then it's just a case of getting runs into the box and making sure the delivery is spot on.
So Marie Herbin get involved in all the set pieces, the Austria international. And she produced another quality delivery this time. And a chance! Oh, close again! Gemma Bonner again. It's Kerry Holland this time. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like, to be honest, it looked like maybe she should have done better there, if I'm being honest, Steve. Again, great ball into that back post area. And she's unmarked, you know, she's got to hit the target there. Unmarked on the volley. I don't know where she's collided with Fisk, but that's a big opportunity where Liverpool could have gone 2-0 up just before half-time as well.
Kerry Holland, who got 2 against Brighton in the win here last season. Very nearly got her first goal of the season there. Big chance. Fuka Nagano, Holland. Robinson, covering by Fisk. She's done well, Grace Fisk, there, because she's up against Robinson, who's a good player.
Yeah, Robinson hasn't had a sniff. You know, no goals for her this season either, and fallen out of the England senior setup, so she'll be really wanting to find form again soon.
Coavisto again. Gotta be careful. Felt the ankle tap from Kullberg.
Yeah, I think she's lucky there, to be honest. I didn't see much in that at all, but clever how she went down and almost got the foul. But needs to move it quicker there, because that's dangerous areas if she gives the ball away.
Tegan Micah in the WSL debut made that brilliant early save. to deny Bremer's deflected effort in the opening 3 minutes. This time Kerry Holland a bit loose in possession. Brilliant by Fuka Nagano, doubling up to stop Robinson there. Bergsvan. Cannavale. Bremer. Jenna Clark did enough. Cool from Gemma Bonner there as well. Fisk. Hines. Bonner.
Yeah, Bonner's telling Tegan Micah there that she needs her. You know, it's on her weaker foot, so needs to be able to play back to the keeper so then she can then make that clearance.
Driven in by Rule, the Australian. Jenna Clark gets it away at the second attempt.
Yeah, Brighton are finishing the half strong. It's been a really good first half of football, to be honest. Momentum has swung both ways, but the difference is Liverpool have been able to take their chance, Brighton haven't.
As the Liverpool fans get behind the team, of course, great support. Brilliant behind the goal of flags, Jay Goodall and the Liverpool FC Women's Supporters Club. You've got Together Tuneless with Stephen Nelson leading the tunes. Players always speak about how important it is for them. Cannavale. Good from Jenna Clark. Up towards Van der Sanden again. Trying to put pressure on Torres Dottir. Van der Sanden's pace getting there quickly on Bagley. Good feet by the experienced keeper.
That's great play by Bagley. Such composure. I was a bit worried there with the match-up in pace between Shanice and Thonsdottir, but really good play there by Brighton.
Cannavale. Looking for Bremer again. Dangerous cross. And Taylor Hines. Shall we say got away with that one?
Yeah, she did. Went to clearing, could easily be given as a handball there. You know, I think again it's Bremer in the 1v1 with Corvisto, and she's gone to clear it, and no, it looks like it's hit her chest, but very lucky there.
So Gemma Bonner's goal separating the two teams, but I'll tell you what, the opening 22 minutes or so of this one, backs to the wall stuff from Liverpool. Giving the ball away again, dangerous area. Bremer. Simons again. Space for Kohlberg. I'm surprised she didn't go for a first-time cross there. I think she's definitely done Liverpool a huge favour there.
Yeah, and I think it's probably one of those situations where you kind of fall back on your centre half. That's not her strength to go 1v1. She's not used to that, and you know, it's good play there by Liverpool to press her. She doesn't want to go 1v1. She's just an out-and-out defender.
Oh, good play there by Sophie Roman Hall. Options left and right. Trying to find Shanice Van der Sanden, who's in. Van der Sanden scores! Oh, what a week! Look at the celebration. Brilliant. It had to be Shanice Van der Sanden, didn't it, to double the lead. Brilliant break. Great assist from Sophie Roman Hall. And what a week after Shanice and her partner welcomed a new arrival into the world. She's been brilliant today, Shanice Van der Sanden. And Tats, was it inevitable she would score today?
Yeah, she's looked the liveliest player for Liverpool. She really has when she's been involved. You know, and it's through an error from Brighton, but then Liverpool capitalise on that. Sophie Hall does brilliant to pick it up and to drive and to commit. She could easily pass it a bit quicker here. But it's a lovely through ball there, and Shanice's touch is nice. It takes her in and then she hits it. Too much power there for Bagley to save it, but great time to score just before half-time, and Liverpool are really flying right now.
Oh, that is some moment, that. You feel the emotions of that, don't you, really?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? You know, she is on cloud nine, probably one of the best weeks of her life.
So the 31-year-old has had a glittering career. After leaving Liverpool, she won French titles, Champions League with Lyon. 3 minutes of added on time, by the way, folks, but here's Brighton trying to get back into it. Jenna Clark, committing herself, and the free kick just outside.
To be honest, I thought it was in at the time, but maybe the initial foul was outside. But again, Bremer is really causing us problems, whether it's 1v1 with Emma Koivisto or Clark here. She wants to go at you. I mean, I think that, to be honest, Steve, it looks like it might just be on the line. I mean, we're talking inches here. Yeah, very lucky.
That was so close to being a penalty kick. But as always, no VAR in the women's game, which isn't a bad thing, let me tell you. I get frustrated with that.
Yeah, Liverpool need to switch on now. Don't give Brighton anything. Don't let them get back into this game.
So, 3 minutes of stoppage time just been shown by the fourth official. And the amazing Simmons with the delivery here for Brighton. Dangerous ball in. Tegan Micah had to react and did well in the end.
Yeah, she did. You know, there's loads of bodies in front of her, so she probably saw it quite late. Didn't punch it into the best of areas, but again, it's like I always say, Liverpool always first, then seconds to the balls, which is great. Good clearance, but now a dangerous set piece again for Brighton. We know how good they are at these corners.
Maisie Simmons has taken some good deliveries here, hasn't she? For the away side. But he's so careful here. Bit of height on it again. Tegan Micah just about got a touch. And at the back post, Kadabali was there.
Yeah, I think that's probably be the one thing that Melissa Phillips is most disappointed in, is the amount of set pieces Brighton have had and they haven't been able to convert one. You know, every single one has been pure quality. But it also gives them a lot of confidence going into the second half, Steve, because look, 2-0 is still a dangerous scoreline. So Brighton would still feel like they've got goals in them.
The goals from Gemma Bonner and Shanice van der Sanden, having a first goal of the season. After a wonderful week. Of course, it was a frustrating start to the season for Shanice. A couple of niggling injuries, but back in the team. Matt Beard was telling me actually, Tats, he said it was a close run who would start today with Shanice or Mel Lawley, but he just felt with the buzz factor of Shanice, the week she's had and how well she trained on Fridays, and I had to start it today.
Well,
it's paid off.
Guess that's why he's the manager, because yeah, you could have easily said Lawley deserved to be playing, but that's when sometimes managers get paid their money making those big calls, and it definitely has paid off today.
It's caused them a lot of problems on the counter, Van der Sanden. Great confidence boost that for Sophie Roman-Haug as well to get a terrific assist. Good play there by Fuka Nagano, terrific determination. And the Japan international.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and the first person to get around her is Shanice, you know, and I think that's infectious. You know, you need to encourage each other during games. When someone does something well, give them a pat on the back, let them know. I think that's really important.
Gemma Bonner, who got the opening goal. Towards Kerry Holland. Away by Lasada. Bonner again, good header. In comes Holland. So, a really good half in the end for Liverpool. It started very tough. Tegan Micah on her WSL debut in goal for Liverpool today. Made a brilliant early save off a deflected effort. Then made another good save. Then Liverpool opened the scoring through a corner themselves. Gemma Bonner on the day. She's got a special presentation to mark her record-breaking appearance recently in the WSL era. Great header from a corner and then a classic counter-attack. Sophie Roman-Haug setting up Shanice van der Sanden with a pace in on goal. Great finish after a wonderful week for her, of course. Half-time here at Prenton Park. It is Liverpool FC Women 2, Brighton 0.
Comes to Lallana! Oh no, I don't believe it. Klopp's off, the players are off, the most ridiculous game of football that you will ever see. Mane chasing, lovely take, Neuer's come, and Mane's turned in, and Sadio Mane for Liverpool with a brilliant away goal. Shaqiri, Wijnaldum! Oh my goodness gracious me! One end to the other, unbelievable first half. Oh, Pickford's lost it, Divock Origi! Unbelievable! Jurgen Klopp can't believe it. Divock Origi, he's won the European Cup for Liverpool. Number 6 is on its way to Anfield. It doesn't get any better than this. Liverpool, the champions of Europe. Here's Salah. He's got a run on goal. He's still going. And Salah for Liverpool! Have a little bit of that! Liverpool Football Club are champions of England once again. There's the cross. LeBron! The roof has come off Anfield! Oxlade-Chamberlain! Stunning moment, stunning hit. What a night, what a hero, what an arrival in a red shirt. And here's Firmino again. And still going on, Firmino! Oh, that's absolutely wonderful! It's Alexander-Arnold! Absolutely emphatic. Fabinho with the strike! Oh my word! It's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's Alisson! Unbelievable! It's absolutely astonishing! You will never see such drama again!
Yeah, welcome back. It's been a very lively first 45 minutes at Prenton Park. Liverpool women 2-0 up at the break. Keeper Tegan Micah was kept really busy in the early stages of the game. Brighton creating some super chances, but on what's been a really special day so far for Gemma Bonner, she opened the scoring with that bullet header, and then Shanice van der Sanden, also on a special week for her, made it 2 with this super counter-attack from the Reds. Liverpool 2-0 up at the break. Julie Flaherty is alongside me. I think we really enjoyed that first 45.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit nervous, to be fair, in the first 5 or 10 because Brighton seemed to be on top. But, yeah, it's a great result to be going in 2-0 up.
Yeah, the goal kind of changed things quite a lot. Gemma Bonner's first goal. Let's take a look at how it sort of panned out at the start, because Brighton, as you say, really were pressurising Liverpool. They had quite a few chances here that we can show you now.
Yeah, and I think, for me, I think Brighton would have looked at Liverpool's game against Chelsea and really targeted the areas that they could get at Liverpool, and I think it's the wide areas. For me, I don't think, obviously, Pauline Bremer here, it takes a wicked deflection off of Bonner, and it's a great save from Tegan Micah, but I think they targeted those wide areas. I don't think initially in the first 10-15 minutes Liverpool got out quick enough to stop the crosses coming in, and Brighton had a lot of set pieces as well, and they might have won the first ball, but Liverpool was there to clean up their first and second.
Yeah, and a word for Tegan Micah, because it was a baptism of fire. That first sort of 20 minutes, especially before the goal came, obviously on her WSL debut today, she did so well.
Yeah, she had to be alive and switched on. And it's difficult as well, especially when you got, for example, that cross coming in, and she's probably not expecting it to go into that area, but she's alive, she's switched on, she's dealing with it. And she's been busy, but I think for a keeper, I think they like to be busy. I think they'd rather have it like that than not have really anything and then have to stay switched on for a one-off chance.
Yeah, and so vital that Liverpool were able to weather that storm, because Brighton will have been disappointed not to make the most of those opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, Brighton had the chances, so we spoke about it pre-game. If you don't take your chances, you know, Liverpool then grew into the game, but sometimes you need that. You need teams to be missing their chances to sort of give you a little wake-up call, and it certainly did that for Liverpool.
Yeah, before the goal, Liverpool had a few chances of their own. We'll show you them now. They were maybe half chances, if you like these.
Yeah, and I think for me, Liverpool didn't get up quick enough to support Milicia. I think a lot of the chances were there's one person in the box. For example, here, you only got Kerry Holland in there. You need to commit more bodies, and I think as soon as Emma Kavisto on the right-hand side started to get forward a lot more, I think it allowed Shanice to get higher too, and she got a lot more joy. Yeah, in the initial stages, I mean, Kerry Holland, she wasn't getting on the ball so much, and Shanice also, and then when they started to do that, that obviously seemed to unlock Brighton. Yeah, I think it's when players get up more in support, it then pushes the front line up forward. If they're struggling and it's a one, potentially if Shanice picking the ball up and the back four are still in shape, and it's a 1 versus 4, but I think it's the decision making as well, and making the right decision when you get into the final third. Yeah, we saw the ball go out of play there, and that was the corner that resulted in Gemma Bonner's goal. Obviously a really special day for her. She was recognised pre-match with a presentation from Ian Callaghan on the day that she is the WSL era record appearance holder for Liverpool, 135 appearances, and it's a header which she does so often, and she does so well, Gilly. Yeah, and that's a very difficult header, you know, because she's coming away from goal, she's got to try and direct it. Brighton probably looking at that thinking, how have we let the ball bounce in that area? But it's a fantastic finish from Bonner. Yeah, it was. Let's take a look. There was a chance just before Shanice van der Standen made it 2-0 for Kerry Holland. Let's take a look at this one. Talk us through this. She'll be gutted she didn't manage to get this. Yeah, I mean, obviously we didn't know if at the start if there was a little bit of a collision between Holland and Fisk here, but I mean, she'd be frustrated with herself because she should be putting that on target, but also I don't think maybe if Fisk is there, does that put her off from really getting a clean connection with it? Well, it looked like it was going to be 1-0 at half-time, which I'm sure we would have taken, but then Shanice van der Standen got the second at a great time to get the goal, and obviously a really special goal again for her. Yeah, I think it's perfect timing just before half-time here, but just look at the pace of Shanice. No, Roman Hulk, she's got a decision to make because she's got Kerry Holland on the left-hand side, but she goes with Shanice here, and yeah, it's such a special goal. And it's like we spoke about, obviously, when you've got a player like that who's had such a brilliant week and such an exciting week for her and her family, she's just playing with so much confidence today. And I thought initially when she took the touch, I thought, she took herself too far wide, but the finish on that is clinical. Yeah, gorgeous celebration for her as well. What will Matt Beard be saying then at half-time? I think just staying switched on, you know, and I think Liverpool have to start the second half how they finished the first half. You know, don't allow Brighton to get their momentum. Don't keep dropping off. Get higher up the pitch, and hopefully we'll see a few more goals. Hopefully that would be nice, wouldn't it? 2 so far. It's 2-0 to Liverpool women against Brighton here at a very, very chilly Prenton Park at the break. Much more to come. The second 45 minutes is coming up for you here on LFC TV. After the break, we are back in a couple of minutes' time. Do not go away.
There's the cross. Lovren! The roof has come off on field. It comes to Lallana. Oh no, I don't believe it. Klopp's off. The players are off. The most ridiculous game of football that you will ever see. Top three. Chamberlain! Stunning moment. Stunning hit. What a night. What a hero. What an arrival in a red shirt. Here's Firmino again. He's still going. Oh, Firmino! Oh, that's absolutely wonderful! It's Alexander-Arnold! Absolutely emphatic. Fabinho with the strike! Oh my word! Mane chasing, lovely take, Neuer's come, and Mane's turned in, and Sadio Mane for Liverpool with a brilliant away goal. Shaqiri, Wijnaldum! Oh my goodness gracious me! One end to the other, unbelievable first half. Oh, Pickford's lost it, Divock Origi! Unbelievable! Jurgen Klopp can't believe it. Divock Origi, he's won the European Cup for Liverpool. Number 6 is on its way to Anfield. It doesn't get any better than this. Liverpool, the champions of Europe. Here's Salah. He's got a run on goal. He's still going. And Salah for Liverpool! Have a little bit of that! Liverpool Football Club are champions of England once again. It's Alexander. Oh, it's Alisson! Unbelievable! It's absolutely astonishing! You will never see such drama again!
One time Portuguese. Conquistamos toda a Europa, nós nunca vamos parar. De Paris até Turquia, temos ganhado muito, mas Bob Puzzle bir Jungli, nos campos da estrada do Anfield, somos apoiadores fiéis e nós viemos de Liverpool. E vamos, 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 e vamos, vamos, vamos. Ale, 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 ale.
Welcome back, everybody, to Prenton Park, where Liverpool are 2 goals to the good in the WSL here against Brighton and Hove Albion. Gemma Bonner heading in the first from a corner, and then Shanice van der Sanden. What a wonderful week it's been for Shanice with the second classic breakaway goal. Terrific finish to make it 2-0 to Liverpool FC women. A tough first half, Natasha Dowie, as Beardy thought it would be coming into this one, but a couple of moments of real quality separating the teams.
Yeah, I think that's been the main difference today. You know, we've took our chances when we've got them, and Brighton haven't. And I think defensively we've looked a lot stronger than Brighton also. So yeah, we're in a really good position right now.
And it looks like Brighton are going to make an interesting change at half-time. The ex-Manchester City forward, the South Korea international, Lee Joo-min, is going to come on up front.
Great player, really strong player. She's got 1 goal this season, but she can play in that kind of midfield role. She can play up top. But she's creative and she's got an eye for goal, and that's exactly what they need the second half.
I've got to be careful of them Brighton set pieces. I'm sure maybe Beardy, Amber Whiteley, Scott Rogers would have probably said to the players, look, don't be giving that many set pieces away.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really been where they've looked their most dangerous. So look, we're 2-0 up now. We can manage this game. It's down to us now to control it. Can we look to get a 3rd goal and really then see the game out?
So Liverpool back out for the second half. Tegan Micah on her WSL debut has been out warming up a bit longer than the others. Maybe a contrast of temperatures from Australia to Birkenhead, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. That would have been a big shock to the system moving over here from Australia. I definitely know how that feels having played over there. But, you know, she's really had a good first half. You know, it's a big moment for her making her WSL debut against a really good side. But, you know, when she's got called upon today, she's done her job very well.
So just confirming that change. Maybe they're going to go to a back 4 Brighton second half, because they've taken off the Colombian international Carabale, who was already booked in the opening half, of course.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know, I think it was a big risk to leave her on, especially with how Shanice has played in the first half and with her pace. but they also need goals. You know, they don't want to come here not picking up points on the road. You know, it's really important for them to start getting more points, so they need to get more bodies forward, and I think the forwards were isolated too much in the first half, so they'll hopefully look to then get more numbers forward this second half.
So Brighton and Hove Albion will get the second half back underway here in the WSL. Liverpool 2 goals to the good, and look at Van der Sanden already chasing a back pass towards Bagley, the goalkeeper. Great pace again from Shanice. Holland. Lee with the first touch. Turland out wide to Kullberg. Definitely gone back to a back 4 second half, Tats, haven't they?
Yeah, 4-3-3. And Lee's gone into that midfield role that I spoke about, where she can get in that 10 role and start creating things, and she's already involved.
And she's again Lee Jun-min linking with Robinson. Across comes Kerry Holland. Rule.
I think Liverpool need to recognise that Brighton will really come out this second half lively. You know, they need to get the first goal this second half to get back into the game. So Liverpool need to be aware of that. They need to make sure they start the second half just like they did the first half, very strongly.
Sophie Roman-Haug, who got a great assist for the Shanice Van der Sanden goal. That's a loose ball given away though. Lasada blocked by Fuka Nagano. Kullberg. Marie Herbinger trying to force the Swede away. Kullberg with a strong run. Good challenge by Coavisto. Coavisto again. Trying to ride a couple of challenges. The Finn. And Lee getting a bit of space here, the substitute. This is Charlotte Rule. Robinson's got a bit of space here. Good defending by Grace Fisk. Stood her ground there. Bromley-born defender. Rule. Lee. Rule, deep cross. Bremer will get there. Kullberg. Brilliant by Van der Sanden again, turning defence into attack instantly. Holland trying to get to the second ball. And Charlize Rule again for Brighton. Space again for Robinson. Tell you what, Sanch, you've had some week, haven't you? You're back at the AXA Melwood Training Centre in midweek with the King of Kirby, Tomo.
Yeah, it was great to be involved and to really see the history of Melwood. You know, I saw a video earlier about when Phil Thompson was there, and you know how it's just a shed pretty much, and now obviously it's the home of Liverpool ladies. And again, something with my ambassador role, very lucky and privileged to be involved in things like that.
Brilliant. Van der Sanden, Herbinger. Coavisto. Liverpool generate a good attack here. Roman-Haug. Still the Norway international. Didn't quite get the quality of cross she intended, but she's won it back superbly. Van der Sanden. Herbinger. Oh, just trying to set up Kerry Holland.
Yeah, good reactions from the forward. Sophie Haug, when she lost it, then reactions to win it back, and clever play in the final third. Nice combinations. The next goal, though, Steve, is so important. You know, you can feel that Liverpool are in the driving seat, but honestly, if Brighton get that goal, the momentum switches, so Liverpool really need to try and get a third goal.
Great play by Coavisto there. Roman-Haug trying to get it into Van der Sanden again. She's really stretching them, Shanice Van der Sanden, out there, making some clever runs.
Yeah, she is, and I think that's the great thing about playing two up. When one drifts wide, the other one has to get into the box, and Sophie and Shanice are doing that really well today.
Fisk. Clever header from Herbinger in the end, looking for Roman Haug. And Kullberg, Roman Haug, winning it back again. The Norwegian, Van der Sanden. Koivisto in that penalty area as well. Beardy is fuming there with that decision that's gone against
it's not
Jenna
a foul.
Clark.
Yeah, it's not a foul. You know, Turland's backing in like all good centre forwards do, but she's lost her footing. You know, Jenna Clark hasn't done anything wrong there. You could say it's a clever play by the centre forward to win her team a foul, but poor decision there by the referee, and you can understand why Matt Beardy is so mad.
We always said Beardy kicks every ball on down there.
Yeah, but he needs to keep his cool as well. His team are 2-0 up, and I think, you know, if he stays calm on the pitch, it definitely then has a knock-on effect on the team.
Lee winning it back for Brighton. I don't think Robinson will get that. Nope. Crazy though, isn't it, Tash, after this there's yet again another international break. There's more international breaks than the men's game. It's strange.
Yeah, that was probably the one thing I didn't enjoy about last year, is you build momentum and then you almost stop again and you have to re-go, and to be honest, it causes injuries. You know, that's how I ended up getting my hamstring injuries. You know, I start and then there's a big break and then it's just not great, to be honest.
Koivisto into Van der Sanden. Good defending by Guru Bergsvan. It's a brilliant reverse ball from Carrie Holland to set her free. Yeah,
it was. It was a great ball in actually by Emma, and it's almost a shame that that wasn't Sophie Haug instead of Shanice, because that's not Shanice's strength, the ball in the air.
Sophie Roman Haug. Can she hold it up? She can. Holland's cross.
We look solid today, though. We look more like ourselves defensively, which is what I expect from this Liverpool team.
Koivisto. Liverpool certainly on the front foot here. With the Finn Koivisto again. Herbinger and Holland are there in support. It's into Sophie Roman Haug. Can she turn? Robinson's giving it straight to Herbinger. Herbinger with the reverse pass. Koivisto on the overlap.
I think what Liverpool are doing really well at the moment is firstly keeping the pressure on Brighton, but picking up those second balls. So when the first ball breaks down, Herbinger's there around the edge of the box to then keep it alive again. So these last couple of minutes has been really good by Liverpool. It's definitely stopped Brighton in their momentum at the moment.
Koivisto. Herbinger. Here's Fisk. Taylor Hines. Holland's made a great run. Carrie Holland, great strength from the Wales international. Hines. Holland in towards Sophie Roman Haug. Fuka Nagano, great header. Koivisto. Herbinger. She's always trying things, isn't she, Marie Herbinger?
Yeah, she loves to express herself, and I think the best players do that. You know, they don't play the easy option, the easy pass. That's why she scores goals and she's so creative, is that she tries the dangerous balls, and 9 times out of 10 they pay off.
Fuka Nagano very high up, but that will be given as a free kick for Brighton.
It's going to be really interesting to see what kind of changes Matt Beard thinks of. We know Beardy likes to make a change, so it will happen eventually. But I think it's really important that he makes those right changes, because this Liverpool team have done really well today.
Brighton again trying to get back into it with Lee. South Korean international. Turland's header.
Yeah, that's what she's good at. Liverpool need to really stop that supply. You know, again, too easy to get the cross in, and Turland's so strong in the air. So she makes really what isn't a chance into a half chance, but Tegan Micah had it covered, but warning signs for Liverpool.
Grace Fisk. Taylor Hines. Up towards Shanice van der Sanden. Fisk again.
Got to say, great defending there by the Brighton centre half. Sornsdottir, you know, brilliant 1v1 defending against Shanice van der Sanden.
Lee, Brighton trying to stretch the Reds a little bit here. Kohlberg. Simmons whips it into Robinson. Trying to ghost it on the end of that.
Yeah, it's a good ball, really good ball. And you'd almost hope that Turlin would be on the end of that instead of Robinson. You know, you can see she really tries to throw herself at it. It's a lovely pick out. And she's inches away. It's good defending there by Taylor Hines in the end. Just kind of blocks her run and stops her getting a clean header on goal.
Jenna Clark. Rule Lee. Fuka Nagano putting her under pressure. Lasada. Bit of space here for the Spaniard.
That really surprises me, that decision making there. Have a go. You know, she's played for Barcelona, City, your team are 2-0 down. She's the captain, she's experienced, edge of the box, and she's looking to kind of try and flick a ball through so close. You know, have a pop. You know, you don't shoot, you don't score. It's my favourite saying, but she's got to take a bit of responsibility there for her team.
Fisk. Away by Hines. Taylor Hines, of course, who's got the rainbow captain's armband on today.
Shanice is having fun today, isn't she? You know, she's literally just got the biggest smile on her face. She really is on cloud nine at the moment. And it's great feeling when you're enjoying your football, when you're playing well. There's no better feeling. Everything goes well for you.
That's a good ball by Fisk. Here's Sophie Roman-Haug trying to get an early ball in towards Shanice van der Sanden, who applauds her, says keep going. It's just a miss hit.
Yeah, you can see the idea there. You know, she's just trying to hoop it back into a dangerous area for Shanice, but the execution just isn't what she was hoping for. But at least they're looking for each other. Two partners. You know, it's really important as a strike partnership that, you know, you want each other to do well, you want to assist each other, and they've done that today.
That reminded me of you last season. That was a similar moment to the goal at Chelsea when you got away down the left and whipped it in low to the back stick and Emma Coavisto scored.
Yeah, good moments. Always bringing me back involved, Steve. I love it.
It's a good chance, though. We started the second half well, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. You know, and I think these moments are so important because momentum is so important in football, and we're managing this first kind of 10-15 minutes really well. You know, and the longer the game goes on and it stays 2-0, Brighton are going to get more frustrated. They're going to want to commit more bodies forward, and then that will open up spaces for us.
Herbinger. Brilliant again by Herbinger. Van der Sanden. Van der Sanden again, clever. Coavisto. Roman-Haug the target, but a good take by Bagley. Good header by Grace Fisk. Sophie Roman-Haug again. Very cool and confident defending there by Guro Bergsvan. Lee. Robinson. Fisk got there, here comes Herbinger. Again trying to build. Bremer. Rule. Lee. Simmons. Kohlberg. Lasada. Tegan Micah stopping it going for a corner there, actually. And now Fuka Nagano trying to lead a Liverpool counter. Van der Sanden up against Torres Dottier. Van der Sanden trying to get there again.
I tell you what, she did well to leap over the 2 bottles of water there. I think Beardy's just actually had a go at the sports scientist and told him to move the bottles in, because Shanice's nearly hurt herself with the speed that she was going at there.
She was like lightning, wasn't she? Herbinger.
30 minutes to go though, and it's looking good right now. You know, I think we've got enough experience in this team to see this game out, and we have a really strong bench. So there's plenty of fresh legs that Beardy can bring on if he feels that they need that.
So Gemma Bonner with her 2nd goal of the season, and Shanice Van der Sanden on the mark for Liverpool here today in the WSL. Brighton trying to launch a dangerous counter. Space here for Katie Robinson. It's a good ball in that towards Lee. Jenna Clark had to get there.
Yeah, brilliant defending, really good. A ball that's quite tempting that you can attack it, and Lee's good in the air. So Liverpool do really well to get bodies around it and to clear that. And again, they've done that all game. That has been the big difference, to be honest, is how Liverpool have thrown bodies on the line, throwing bodies, you know, in front of the ball, and it really has stopped Brighton scoring today.
Maisie Simmons, of course, has been really good at these set pieces. So some dangerous corners, a real test here for Tegan Micah and co again. Liverpool have got to be on big alert here. Dangerous ball whipped into that near post again. Van der Sanden makes sure she gets the 2nd ball. And look at her go with the acceleration and the clearance.
Yeah, that's not a bad ball there. They're under pressure, so just see it out. That's okay.
Driven ball by Bagley. And now, chance here, Herbinger, Roman Horde, tight angle, Sophie Roman Horde, Holland! Is it a goal? The flag stays down, it's there! Kerry Holland makes it 3! Brighton hesitated, Sophie Roman Horde didn't give up, pulls it back, and Kerry Holland grabs her 1st of the season. 3-0.
I mean, it's brilliant, but initially I thought it had gone miles out, if I'm being honest, Steve. You know, so I'd love to see that one back again.
The goal has been given.
But credit to Sophie Hawke, she didn't give up on it. You know, she made something of it. So 2 assists for her today. Really nice play there.
Look at it again. That outlet ball, Van der Sanden. Good play, good break this by Herbinger. And look at Sophie Roman Hawke, refused to give it up. Hesitation in the Brighton defence, and Kerry Holland, who scored against Brighton last year, got 2. Kerry Holland, we told her she'd score today, and she's done just that.
Yeah, credit to Liverpool, and Joel, credit to Sophie Hall, because she didn't give up on it. And also then to Kerry Holland for getting in the box. You know, they need to do more of that. You know, it's her 1st goal this season, and that's brilliant. And it's great that so many different people are chipping in with goals. I think that's also really important, that you don't just rely on the strikers, that everyone gets involved. So right now Liverpool in a great position, 3-0 up, and I think it's a big ask now for Brighton to get back into this game.
The old adage stats, don't give up. Brilliant that from Sophie Roman Hawke and Kerry Holland. They were both switched on.
And I think that's the thing as well, Steve. People have maybe spoke about Sophie Hawke not scoring goals, but it's also about what she does assisting. You know, 2 assists today, so you know that's just as important as scoring goals.
And this kick by Bonner. Taylor Hines away. We just saw again another glimpse of what Marie Herbinger is all about. Beardy was saying she's only 22. She's such a technician. The way she gets that ball and then creates something out of nothing, really.
Yeah, she does. You know, and I think that's important, that the big players have stood up today. You know, the key players, Shanice Van der Sanden for me has looked lively, Herbinger has looked lively, and Gemma Bonner. You know, that spine of the team has been really important in the performance so far.
Well, we thought the goals were coming. Tasha Dowie said in midweek when we did the Manchester United County Cup game, 2nd half they had great opportunities, some brilliant saves from Phyllis Joyce, the American keeper off United, and some close chances, but today the goals have come.
Yeah, and Brighton are a good team, Steve. You know, to be winning 3-0 after 64 minutes, that's no easy task at all. And also to have weathered the storm. Brighton have had their moments today, so, you know, credit to Liverpool. If they come away with 3 points today, you know, it's been a really solid performance so far.
And Brighton are going to make a triple change shortly, including Tatiana Pinto, who has over 100 caps for Portugal.
Great player, really, really good player. When I saw her come here into the WSL, I thought it was a great signing for Brighton. Real technician, someone with loads of experience, has played in World Cups. You know, so she definitely could be a game changer here, and they need her desperately.
Great to see Kerry Holland on the score sheet, though. She's capable of scoring goals, defending for Fisk to do, which she does well, and booted away by Tegan Micah. Kerry Holland been getting so close. She was unlucky at Anfield when she hit the crossbar.
Yeah, and you bide your luck, Steve. You know, if you keep getting in the right places, eventually it's going to come. And Kerry Holland's always someone in training as well. She's always practicing her finishing, and, you know, you create your own luck. So, yeah, credit to her today. She loves playing against Brighton.
Yes, she certainly does. So Gemma Bonner, Shanice van der Sanden and Kerry Holland amongst the goals so far today at Prenton Park. Bonner to Coavisto. Fuka Nagano. Holland. Hines. Taylor Hines was fouled there by Charlie's Rule.
Yeah, that was naughty. Left in late there. But Liverpool did well then. This is where now, Steve, they can really manage the game. You know, keep the ball, they don't have to force it. Frustrate Brighton. Brighton are the ones now that need to commit bodies forward. They need to get at least 3 or 4 goals. So Liverpool are doing really well now to see this game out.
Brighton changes. Off goes Katie Robinson, and the Greece international Viatriki Sari comes on for Brighton.
Yeah, I think Robertson, you know, she's having a tough time of late. You know, she was their star player last season and got that recognition getting into the senior squad of England, but, you know, just couldn't really get involved in the game today. 1v1, didn't really create too much, and I think that's where probably Brighton then have struggled today. You know, they rely on the likes of her to really perform, and when their top players don't perform, then you're going to struggle.
And Julia Olm coming on. Julia Olm coming on, the Sweden international, in place of Maisie Simmons. Just sharing a little joke with Kerry Holland there, delighted for her to score time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's buzzing as well now. She's happy. It's a great feeling, though, honestly, as a player. When you get your first goal, you just feel like your season started, and I'm sure that's what Kerry Holland feels like right now.
Now, Herbinger in space again. Brilliant pass. Van der Sanden! Oh, what a save by Bagley. What a save.
What a save, but also got to score. You know, it's brilliant how quick Liverpool counter here. You know, the pace, just 1-2 touch and they're through on goal. The bodies that they commit forward as well, Steve. Look here. Shanice van der Sanden, Sophie Hall, Kerry Holland. But she's gone for power rather than accuracy, and I think she needs to keep it lower there and try and place into the corner.
I tell you what, Marie Herbinger is an absolute joy to watch. It's class. Herbinger again, and she produces another quality ball. She can't. Bonner. Roman Horn's in there. The flag had already gone up. Matt Beard will make some changes shortly. Leanne Kiernan is going to get some more minutes. Great to see the number 9 back after an injury nightmare.
Yeah, it's a perfect time to make subs as well. 3-0. You know, you can afford to rest a few players now. And again, he's got so much strength to come on, and you won't feel the difference at all. If anything, it will lift the team and give them some fresh energy.
So Liverpool coming so close to scoring again. Through Shanice van der Sanden. Holland snapping at the heels of Lasada. Brilliant by Coavisto. Van der Sanden again. Coavisto. Van der Sanden. Liverpool are relentless here. Holland. Great by Kerry Holland. Now can Roman Hall get ahead on this? That very nearly went in as well.
I tell you what, there's more goals in this game, Steve, and I see them coming for Liverpool. You know, so I think that's really positive. And as a striker, you're hungry. Hawk's hungry. She wants to get on this goal-scoring sheet today. And Liverpool really are firing right now.
Had some difficulties in the opening 20 minutes, but Tegan Micah getting a chance in goal on her WSL debut and an excellent save today. And you need that sometimes in games. You've got to ride it out. Gemma Bonner made some brilliant blocks before Bonner headed Liverpool into the lead.
Yeah, it's moments, Steve, isn't it? And I think that's where the best teams get better at taking those moments. Defenders are paid to throw bodies on the line, get blocks in, strikers are paid to score the goals. So, and I think Liverpool, every single one of those 11 players have done their job today very well.
So Leanne Kiernan will be on next. Break in play. The young lady from County Clavan in Ireland, and Van der Sanden might get on the end of it again with a pace and directness. Van der Sanden could have had a hat-trick today.
And that is the thing about pace, Steve. You know, again, a smile on her face. She'll make a nothing ball into a something ball. And now what Shanice needs to work on is just that end product. And she's got her one goal today, but now it's about how could she have got a hat-trick.
She's got to come off now, and all the fans are on their feet. Shanice Van der Sanden, take a bow. What a week she's had. A fitting goal with a celebration to match as well. Beardy's applauding. She has been magnificent today. An absolute joy to watch. And another fan's favourite in Leanne Kiernan comes on. Beardy gives Shanice a Jurgen-style hug.
Yeah, you know, I obviously had the privilege of playing with Shanice last year, and that's probably the best I've seen her play in a long time. You know, so credit to her. You know, keep her fit, get her more game time, build partnerships, and, you know, if that's the Shanice that Liverpool can have, then she's going to create a lot of good things for this club moving forward.
And we heard a rendition of her song before, which I think is magnificent. By the way, have you ever watched the Back to the Future film? If you don't know the song, it's about Mr. Sandman. Van der Sanden plays like a dream. And she has certainly done that today. And got a goal. And could have had a hat-trick. But Kiernan, with electric pace, getting valuable minutes now. And look at her go again. It's Leanne Kiernan, straight away. Can she pull it back? Roman Hogg!
Not a bad introduction, is it? You know, comes, gets the ball, lays it off, spins a channel, and look, the girl can run. You know, she's got legs to run. You know, the touch, and then the end product as well is brilliant. Looking near post for Sophie Hogg, and credit to Brighton, they defend it very well.
She's got to keep getting there, hasn't she? It's going to come for Sophie, you can sense it.
Yeah, look, there's players on this team that will create for her. You know, Liverpool create chances, Steve. You know, they've always done that. So, you know, if she keeps getting in the right places, eventually it will fall for her.
And with the pace of Leanne Kiernan on, who scored 14 goals when the club won back their top flight status in the championship title winning season. That's a bit of a nasty challenge on Kerry Holland, no need for that. Frustration, I think we'll call that one.
No comment there. I'm thinking that's a good little 50-50 shoulder to shoulder here. But let's see. Coming in shoulder to shoulder. Like I said, Kerry Holland, she needs to get in the gym a bit more, I think, get on the weights. she'll kill me after that. She'll be messaging me later on tonight.
I guarantee she'll text you.
But again, I think you can see that's the frustrating in the Brighton ranks now. You know, they're frustrated. They really felt like they could come here today and get a result, especially with their away form this season being so good, but Liverpool have just been too good for them today.
They've been relentless, haven't they? Second half, Matt Beard's side going forward. Scored 3. He scored a few more as well. May well do so before we're finished here today. Great play by the skipper, Taylor Hines there. Great determination. Holland trying to win it back again. And she does. Here's Kiernan. Great first touch. Leanne Kiernan. I think the crowd would be on their feet if Leanne Kiernan scored what would be a comeback goal, really, in the WSL. Sari going to get away from Hines. Bonner's there. Herbinger. Lovely first-time pass. Kiernan. Can Leanne Kiernan go for goal? How unlucky is that? Denied by the woodwork.
I think the goalkeeper saves it there. I think she gets a tip. I think that should be a corner.
I agree. I thought she saved it, Bagley. Let's have a look now, Tats. Great play by Herbinger. There's the shot.
Yeah, it looks like she tipped it onto the crossbar there. But again, Leanne Kiernan, it's brilliant to see. You know, she's so positive in everything that she does. That's a save. It's a great save by Bagley. It should be a corner.
That is a brilliant save, to be fair, isn't it? Yeah. If she doesn't get a touch there, that's it.
Yeah, and it's great to just see how positive Leanne is. You know, every time she gets the ball, she wants to go forward, and the subs have really made a big difference again today, like they have every game.
Just having Kiernan back, though, as well. You know, the Ireland international touch, you know, with her pace, you know, Van der Sanden has terrorised Brighton today with her pace and directness. And when you've got someone like Kiernan coming on against tired defenders, it's a big, big option for Beardy, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't wait to see her play, Steve. You know, she was injured last year, so I never got the opportunity to play with her, and I haven't actually seen her play before, so I'm so excited to see what she can bring to this Liverpool team this season. And they have so many different forwards as well, Steve, which I think is great. You hold up players like your Tash Flint and Sophie Hawes, then you've got Leanne and Shanice with their pace, Mel Lawley, the dribbler, so a real variety.
Good defending by Jenna Clark to stop Brighton on the attack. So that Beard side heading into the international break. It is the final one of the calendar year, thank goodness, he says. But, goals from Gemma Bonner, Shanice Van der Sanden and Kerry Holland. Liverpool 3 goals to the good, and deservedly so.
Yeah, now I think the target needs to be a clean sheet. You know, I think that's really important, you know, moving forward, that they get back to keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, Gemma Bonner won't be happy. That would be a perfect day for Gemma. Gets the presentation from our all-time record appearance player in the men's team, Ian Callaghan, before the game, scores, and she wants a clean sheet to complete the set. Lee. Sorry. Bergsvand. Rule. Taylor Hines battling away as well.
Yeah, it's good defending as a unit. You can hear the back line, you know, communicating to the midfield, pushing them on. The midfielder then pushing the forwards on. You know, everyone's working together.
Lee.
Professional foul there, really good foul.
Pinto. Kullberg. Good pressure from Kovavisto. I think she's had a really good game, you know, Tasha, right wing back, Emma Kovavisto.
Yeah, everyone has, Steve. You know, I think that's what's so important, is that every single player today has done their role really well, and that's why I'm very confident they're going to come away with the 3 points. And I think it's key going into this kind of period now against the likes of Brighton and then your Bristols. I think these were must-win games for Matt Beard's side, and it keeps them up the right end of the table.
Fuka Nagano. Forward by Tegan Micah. Fuka Nagano going to pick up the second ball, which she's done superbly well. Hines to Fisk. Beardy was just pointing the way there, wants more goals.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised there's not been more changes. Normally Matt Beard makes all 5 of his changes, and he's only made the 1 today. So I think actually that's credit to the team's performance, and actually he feels like the team are doing really well and changes aren't needed.
Kiernan. Fuka Nagano. Clark. Lee. Pressure by Kerry Holland. There will be some more changes shortly from Matt Beard. Well, Lucy Parry was getting ready before, had a little knock coming into this one. Good defending by Fisk. Rule. Olm with a dangerous cross. Bonner's there. Herbinger. Brilliant pass. The pace of Kiernan. But Torres Dottir. Good defending by the Norway international.
Yeah, she read it well. She needed to give herself a couple of yards, otherwise she's losing that race with Leanne Kiernan. But I like Liverpool in the back five better, Steve. I think we look a lot more comfortable in the five than the back four. I think then that we've got more cover and it's really stifled Brighton. And they haven't really been able to create anything this second half.
Toland. Jenna Clark. Good defending again from the Scotland international. Settled in well, Jenna Clark. There is Lucy Parry, only 19, Liverpool's youngest ever player.
Yeah, she was terrific against Man United and against City in the Cup, and looks like she'll be coming on and deserves that. You know, she's been performing really well when she's got her minutes for Liverpool this season.
Came off Clark, away by Fisk. Holland. Bonner. It's turned into a good ball, that for Kiernan. It's a great little turn again. It's been a fascinating battle. Kiernan up against Torres Dottir. And she's came on. So Emma Coavisto, been terrific today. She will go off. She goes away on international duty with Finland, and our youngest ever player, Lucy Parry, who was on loan at Hibs last season, comes on. Everyone knows her as Pazza. That's, don't we?
Yeah, I think it's important for Emma Coavisto as well, because she's only just come back from injury. You know, so it's important that you don't give her too many minutes, because you don't want her to break down again. So it's nice that she can get a little 10-minute break there, and Lucy Parry, Pazza, who's done so well, can just slot in nice and easily and see this game out for Liverpool.
Herbinger. Unbelievable. How did she do that, Marie Herbinger? Parry. Going through the club's youth academy system, Lucy Parry. Herbinger in the thick of the action again. Parry's cross. Kiernan! Oh, I thought that was the moment, you know.
I love it, Steve. You were heading that ball for her, weren't you? No, it's a great ball by Lucy Parry. It's like lofted, lovely. And Kiernan just can't generate enough power. She does well, leaning back a little bit, falling back, you know, and probably can't do much more there. But getting in great areas.
Yeah, I was thinking that's the type of cross you used to relish, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Love that as a centre forward.
And Liverpool go again, though, with Leanne Kiernan.
But it's great how much she's seen of the ball. You know, it was similar the other day when she came on against Man United, seeing lots of the ball.
This is really good. Matt Beard will take a lot from this, you know. This is a team that beat Manchester City recently and came so close to beating Manchester United. An incredible game. United, I think it was Rachel Williams, wasn't it? He scored in the 98th minute or something in stoppage time. Look at Taylor Hines. How far forward the Liverpool skipper is here. Putting pressure on Bagley. Parry. Clark.
I knew Beardy wouldn't let me down. I'm saying he always makes his subs. He's got another 2 or 3 coming on now, so that'll be all his subs made again.
Absolutely.
Just a little bit later than usual.
An awkward collision there in front of the dugout. Vicky Lasada. She's okay. So the captain, Niamh Fahey, Sophie Lundgaard and Missy Bo-Kearns, the Scouser in the team, are about to come on. Strong bench.
Really strong bench, and I think it's going to be really interesting how Beardy manages the players. It's like when you look at Emma Hayes' squad, how you manage all those talented players, and I think the likes of Missy Bo-Kearns, who's so used to playing week in, week out, how do you manage her disappointment of maybe not playing as much? You know, so I think that's the challenge now Matt Beard has.
Of course, the only one missing at the moment is Jana Daniels out today, but that's because she played in midweek the full game, so she had a little knock recently. Jazz Matthews is still sidelined with a hamstring problem. Jazz still to come back.
Well, if you look at the
player.
bench now, Miri Taylor, she's not even involved today because of how much strength there is in the squad now. So, you know, it's crazy to think that some players actually will be in the stands because of how much strength and how big the squad is this year.
He said he wants competition for places. And it's shown. But today, been terrific. You know, as I say, first 22 minutes of this game were tough. You know, Brighton had a lot of corners, could have scored a goal. Tegan Micah made a couple of good saves. Bonner saved a certain goal. Well, Marie Herbinger, the crowd are on their feet again, and rightly so. What a joy to watch she has been. Herbinger has been magnificent today with her passing and probing. And Missy Bo Kearns comes on, who will go away and captain England under-23s. Kerry Holland will leave the field after grabbing her first goal of the season today. She was joking with Tats before about getting her first goal of the season. Liverpool not giving up when Sophie Roman-Haug set it up. Sophie Lundgaard, our Denmark under-21 international, coming on. And Jenna Clark, who I think has had another terrific game, the youngster at the back for Liverpool today. And our club captain is back, Niamh Fahey.
Yeah, all great subs. You know, experience of Niamh, the leadership of Niamh now, just to see these last probably 5-10 minutes out. And then the likes of Missy Bo Kearns as well, like I said, who'll be so eager to try and get back into this starting 11. And Sophie Lundgaard, who hasn't had as many minutes in the WSL as she would have liked, but again, eager to impress in these last 10 minutes.
So Niamh Fahey now gets the captain's armband. Taylor Hines through Gemma Bonner, passed it to her. The skipper on. The Galway girl. Good challenge from Missy Bo with the first touch. Parry. Kullberg trying to block. And with Niamh Fahey, the skipper, great to have her back in action. She was terrific for 45 minutes, the outing she had midweek. Made a couple of great blocks.
Yeah, she was superb. I messaged her straight after the game just saying, brilliant to see you back, top performance. She said, a little bit rusty, tripping over the ball, but I said, that's the only thing you did wrong. So no, it's great. Great character, great leader, and the likes of her and Gemma Bonner, you know, how much experience them two have in that centre-back row, and Fisk as well in the WSL. All three of those have loads of experience in this league.
Been a great day so far. 2 assists for Sophie Roman-Haug. Gemma Bonner with the opening goal. Shanice van der Sanden, what a moment that was for Shanice after the week she had and the celebration to match. Remember, we saw Luis Suarez doing that celebration with Lucas, didn't he, when he scored away at Sunderland at the Stadium of Light once. And in the second half, Kerry Holland getting a goal. Van der Sanden could have had a hat-trick. Leanne Kiernan came on and almost got a goal herself, denied by a great save that came off the crossbar. Even though a corner wasn't given, it should have been.
I think the thing that Matt Beard will be happy with.
Liverpool are away here. Missy Bo Kearns running it through on goal. Kearns, great. Kiernan, just a heavy touch. What a pity.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the thing that Matt Beard will be most pleased about is how Liverpool are ending games. They're finishing games so strong. You know, so fitness levels are really good as well. But yeah, Missy Bo just overhitting. I actually think Leanne Kiernan was offside. The flag went up, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. But again, look, a real threat on the transition.
And you rightly say now, leaders on there, Bonner and Fahey. Look at the both of them shouting, and they're desperate for this clean sheet, Satch, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. That's going to be really important. Then that will top off the perfect, really, game for Liverpool today. They've been superb. Clean sheet would then just be perfect, and Matt Beard and everyone will have a great Sunday.
And this is what you call bouncing back in style from Chelsea, isn't it?
It is. Look, 1 win in 8 isn't great, so huge reaction from the girls today. And hopefully this will then kick-start their season again.
Continuing the excellent form at Prenton Park. Sophie Lundgaard will get a yellow card for that challenge.
Yeah, I think it's great how well we've made Prenton Park our fortress. I think that's really key. And then we started picking up points away from home, which is what we struggled with last year. So I think that's really pleasing.
So it will be Julia Ziggiotti Olm, the Sweden international, with the set piece here for Brighton. Away by Lundgaard. Now Fuka Nagano. Great pass. Liverpool are in here. Missy Kearns, can she play Kiernan in? Big chance. Missy Bow might throw it alone, and denied by Bagley. This is Parry. Liverpool could have scored 5 or 6 here today.
Do you know what? It's great how many opportunities we actually have created, Steve. So, if anything, I think Matt Beard maybe will be disappointed that we haven't won by more. You know, we've taken our 3 chances very well, but like you said, created so much today. And again, I think Missy Bow could have slipped the ank in a bit earlier then, but she wants to get on the goal scoring sheet, and because they're 3-0 up, you can probably get away with maybe making the wrong decision there.
She's desperate to score, Missy Bow. She was so unlucky midweek, wasn't she? That wonder save.
Yeah, she had 2 or 3 really good opportunities, and it's just not falling for it at the moment. But again, keep doing the right things and the goals will come.
5 minutes of stoppage time to play here, folks, at Prenton Park. Matt Beard's side have been terrific. Well done, the referee there as it went.
He's done that twice today.
Yeah.
Very agile.
Good balance. Rule, Fuka Nagano picking up pieces like she's done all game.
I still feel there's another goal here for Liverpool, because Brighton are pushing all their bodies forward, and then they're really sometimes only leaving 2 back. So if Liverpool counter well here, I reckon they could get a 4th.
Tell you what, got to point this out, Tash. They're tough leaders, aren't they? Gemma Bonner, Taylor Hines, the 2 players with short-sleeved shirts on a freezing day.
Yeah, fair play. I would not be having short sleeves tonight. gloves would be on, long sleeves would be on.
This is Rule. Great WSL debut for our Australian keeper Tegan Micah as well. A big save in the opening 3 minutes as it was deflected, the effort from Bremer. So a heck of a lot of positives. Matt Beard, Amber Whiteley, Scott Rogers, Potsy, Joe Potts to take from today. Matt Beard said, you know, that game at Chelsea last week won't define us. He said perhaps we might have needed a little bit of grounding. What a touch by Leanne Kiernan, by the way. Missy Kearns, it's Leanne Kiernan. Sophie Roman-Hawg in the centre. Can she find her? She can! She gets the goal! Sophie Roman-Hawg! Superb! That is the icing on the cake. 4-0. Matt Beard's side have been absolutely magnificent today.
Yeah, that's brilliant play. It really is. It's ruthless, but they do it so well. It's just brilliant, brilliant play together. Big kick long, and I'm thinking they've only got 2 defenders back, Brighton. It's a 3v2, but then it's how they make the most of it. Great play here by Bow to find Leanne Kiernan, and it's a good run there. Cuts it back and clinical, and she deserves that today. 2 assists and 1 goal. Great day for Sophie Hawg, and hopefully this really kick-starts her season now.
It's her first goal at home for Sophie Roman-Hawg. It's big coming. She's been brilliant today, the Norway international. She's only 24. Matt Beard has said we've got a lot of faith in her. What a day she's had today, as Tash says. 2 assists, gets a goal. And as you said before, Tash, like all good strikers, keep going. She's been unlucky, but she's in there, the right place at the right time.
And you know what? I think that's the good thing about Matt Beard is he's left her on for a reason, to get her a goal. He could have easily have maybe saved her, rested her like he did with other players, but he wants her so desperately to get on the goal sheet. So he left her on, and then she gets her goal.
And like you have pointed out, Tats, subs making a difference. Missy Bow disappointed probably not to start. She's come on and played a part in the goal.
Yep, exactly that. And Leanne Kiernan again, you know, unselfish to get the assist. So no, it's really good. You know, players are knowing their roles, knowing their responsibilities, not sulking that they're not playing. They're coming on and they're changing the game in a positive way.
Well, this has been some performance, this, from Matt Beard's side. The performance of the season. There's been some good performances. This has to be the best performance of the season because, you know, they showed the mental toughness of what this team is all about in the opening 22 minutes, and they had to. Putting bodies on the line, Bonner, Clark and Fisk, to deny Brighton chances. They were a threat from set pieces. Then going forward, played some terrific stuff. Maybe there's more time left for another goal. Kiernan is still full of running. Missy Bow is in the centre-forward position there.
Yeah, they're having fun. They don't want the whistle to blow. Brighton desperately want it to blow. Liverpool definitely don't.
It's been a joy. It really has to be
Yeah,
here
it has.
with you watching this today.
Absolutely. You know, these are the games where I think, oh, I want to be out there. You know, it's fun, it looks fun. Everyone's involved, everyone's smiling, expressing themselves, and it's great to see.
And it warms us up on a cold day.
It definitely does. And these are the type of performances, Steve, that they have to find now week in, week out. If they perform like this, they can compete with anyone in this league.
There's some great stuff. We joked, didn't we, with Beardy before the game in our pre-match interview. We said, you know, you've been creating a lot of chances. The goals are going to come. He said, yeah, we're confident. We're going to start putting some into the back of the net. And the goals have arrived today. Gemma Bonner, Shanice van der Sanden, Kerry Holland and Sophie Roman-Horde, the new striker who got her first goal for the club at Tottenham the other week, gets her first goal on home territory. Pinto breaking away for Brighton here. Little touch, Taylor Hines, desperate for that clean sheet, clears it. Not long left now. Maybe just the time played on for when Liverpool got their fourth goal in the celebrations. Away. See Bonner there, desperate for the clean sheet, isn't she? What a day for Gemma Bonner as well. Got that presentation from Ian Callaghan at the start. What a day for Tegan Micah on her WSL debut.
Yeah, she'll be really happy with that performance, but also thanking her teammates who have done a great job playing in front of her and has made her life easy. You know, she hasn't had to make too many saves in this second half. Made some big ones in the first half when called upon, but yeah, solid performance by Tegan.
Matt Beard's formidable Reds back to winning ways in the Barclays Women's Super League with a brilliant display here against Brighton, a clean sheet as well. What a day for Gemma Bonner. She got that award to mark her record-breaking appearance off club record appearance holder, a legend in Ian Callaghan. She scored a goal and she kept a clean sheet. Bonner will be happy, I tell you, after the game. Bonner headed Liverpool into the lead. The lead was doubled when Sophie Roman-Horde set up Shanice van der Sanden, who ran in to score. What a week for Shanice after her partner gave birth to a beautiful new arrival into the world. In the second half, persistence from Sophie Roman-Horde, didn't give it up, set up Kerry Holland, and then Sophie Roman-Horde grabbing her first goal on home turf, set up by Leanne Kiernan. What a performance. Liverpool 4, Brighton 0.
Give the ball, he score every time. Eu passo no look passe. Cuidado aí. Hey. This is Valentina, the big ones. Bella, the second ones. Liz with mommy is the third, and the fourth is Sophia, 1 month and a half. She never go outside. Between yesterday and today was the first time. That's something that a couple want to know. Best news is Bobby Firmino. Sofia, linda do pai. Linda, meu Deus. I love so much all of them. 2 more if I still pray to God convince my wife. Give the ball, he score every time.
This is a story about Anfield's famous boot room. And it starts with Joe, smoking Joe Fagan, the kid from Scotty Road. He arrived in 1958 to work with Bob Paisley and Reuben Bennett. Within a year, Bill Shankly was their boss. Joe also lent a hand and a load of old kit to local amateur side Guinness Exports, whose chairman, Paul Orr, would repay his kindness with a few crates of the black stuff. The ale was stashed away deep within the main stand, and that was where it started. While Shankly worked from his office, his coaches packed into the boot room. New recruits were handpicked. There was Jeff Twentyman, Ronnie Moran, Tom Saunders, John Bennison and Roy Evans. Players were forbidden entry, but opposition managers were warmly welcomed before the brains were picked for precious knowledge. Celebrities made the guest list too. But I had to make do with a bottle of stout. From this humble room, Liverpool's rise was devised and documented. Modest men mapped out plans for domination. They forged unstoppable teams who swept all aside, in England and abroad. Until one day, the room where success was built over. But the boot room spirit lives on. Because it was never just bricks and mortar. There was an ethos forged through dedication and detail. And of course, the odd bottle of stout. Step into the boot room with Standard Chartered's AR experience.
It comes to Lallana! Mane's turned in, and Sadio Mane for Liverpool! Shaqiri, Wijnaldum! Oh, Pickford's lost it, Divock Origi! Unbelievable! Number 6 is on its way to Anfield! And Salah for Liverpool! Have a little bit of that! There's the cross, Lovren! Stunning moment, stunning hit. What an arrival in a red shirt. It's Alexander on, oh, it's Alisson! Unbelievable! It's absolutely astonishing!
Oh, welcome back to Prenton Park. What a day it's been for the Reds on a big day for Gemma Bonner. She opened the scoring with that bullet header. Then Shanice van der Sande made it 2 with a superb counter-attack. Very special celebration on a special week for her. The Reds 2-0 up at half-time. Kerry Holland grabbing the third after an hour. And then Sophie Roman-Hall made it 4-0 to Liverpool against Brighton this afternoon. 3 precious points in the WSL. Tash Dowie and Gilly Flaherty have really enjoyed that. I think that will be a bouncing dressing room tonight, Gilly.
Yeah, it will be, and I think they was clinical today, Liverpool. And if anything, I actually think if it weren't for Sophie Bagley, they could have been coming away here 6-7-0.
Yeah.
She made some big saves, but yeah, a quality performance from Liverpool today.
Yeah, it was a big afternoon. I think Matt Beard could not have asked for much more from the girls there.
No, definitely not. You know, to win 4-0 against Brighton is never easy, but I just think it shows the home form that Prenton Park is a fortress. You know, people do not like coming here. You know, and again, Gilly's spot on. I think it could have been maybe 6 or 7. But big performances, players stood up today, and really all 11 put in a massive shift, and their subs coming on.
Yeah, we spoke pre-match about getting back on track after a tough few weeks. It's not just the 3 points, but the performance and the confidence they can take from that display, Gilly.
Yeah, and I think they rode, like we said, the wave of the first 10-15 minutes where Brighton was up ahead of them. And I think they come back from that. But yeah, I think it's so important after the last 2 results to get the performance as well, to get the goals. And when the subs come on, if anything, it lifted Liverpool further. It didn't affect the team. It made them even better. So yeah, it's a great result. Yeah,
and also the strength of that bench. I mean, there were a fair few options there. Leanne Kiernan, let's talk about her, because she was an absolute live wire when she came on.
I think that's a weapon that Liverpool have this season, is that the amount of variety that they have on the bench with Yamir Enderby's, Leanne Kiernan's, you know, so many different strikers. Tash Flint, you know, so unlucky not to even get on today. You know, that just shows the competition. But Leanne, again, comes on. Everything she does, she wants to go forward. She's got pace to burn. You know, like a little bunny, just energised bunny running around everywhere. And do you know what? Was really unselfish as well with the assist. You know, lovely little cutback for Sophie Hawke, who obviously had 2 assists today and a goal. So that'll do her a world of good as well.
Yeah, just in terms of Leanne, obviously to come back from a big injury as well. I know all the fans are so excited, and she's not lost her pace, has she? Which after a big injury is a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she looks in great form, and I think obviously she come back. She had the big injury. She come back, then she had a little setback as well, so was back out again. And I think for a defender, when you're looking and you come up against Shanice van der Sanden, who's got pace, she goes off, and then you see Leanne Keenan come on as a defender. I'm thinking, mate, sub me off, get me home now. But it's so good to see her in not just in like happy spirits, but in fine form too.
And talking about defence as well, first clean sheet since the 8th of October against Aston Villa was the last clean sheet this team kept, which I know they'll be thrilled about as well.
Yeah, and I think it was a good performance all round, attacking wise, but also defensively too. And I think obviously we spoke about Gemma Bonner before the game, but for me, she has this like art of defending, which I think is pretty non-existent really in the WS now. The put your body on the line, you know, big brave blocks, and the whole of the back line was brilliant today.
Yeah, we'll speak about Gemma Bonner in a moment, but she will be as thrilled with that clean sheet as anything else today, won't she?
Oh, she'll be buzzing. You know, I saw her family before the game, and look, Gemma, like I said earlier, she's such a good friend of mine, and you know, she'll be happy firstly to get a goal, but also the clean sheet will be huge. And she's just a leader. You can hear her talking throughout the game, you know, making the players around her look good, and you know, it'll just be another day at the office for her, you know. But yeah, great performance. I'm so happy for her as well. Their mum being here as well, who doesn't get to come to many games, so it's just all round perfect day for her.
Yeah, she got the first goal at Gemma Bonner. Shanice van der Sanden got the second. A very special week for her. She's with Steve Hunter.
Yeah, I know. Tasha Dowie there, absolutely delighted for you, Shanice. We all are. What a week for you.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I'm so happy, and I can't wait to see my baby girl again. So my flight is tonight, and I can't wait to just hold her in my arms again.
It's the perfect day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a perfect day, and obviously the celebrations for my baby girl. So yeah, I can't be more happy than today.
What's a team performance?
Yeah, I think we did really well, and I think this is our best performance of the season so far. So we need to keep that up. We all go to national team, come back fit, and then yeah, we focus on the next one.
Especially that second half as well. You all had beaming smiles on your faces. It seemed so enjoyable to play out there.
Yeah, no, but at half-time we also said, girls, we're 2-0 up, but it's not finished yet. So we need to be ready second half, and I think as soon as we came out of the changing room, we all were still ready, and yeah, look all the chances we created. It should be like 6-0, 5-6-0. But, you know, I'm so proud that we won this game, and I'm proud of everybody who came on as well, because Leanne, she did brilliant when she came on. So we need to keep doing that. We have a great squad.
What about your goal? I mean, it was a great pass from Sophie Roman-Haug. We know the electric pace you have.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy that she gave me that ball, because I was like, no, give me it now, I want to score. But yeah, she gave it on the right time, and yeah, no, I'm happy to help the team today.
You were so unlucky. You could have had a hat-trick in the end.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, great save as well. I actually had to score them too, but you know, I focus on the next one. Hopefully I score them in the next game.
And I know you gave a special word for Sophie Roman-Haug. She got 2 assists today. She got her first goal at home. She deserved that.
Yeah, she really deserves it. I think she did great today as well, but like the whole team did great. So I'm very pleased for her. So hopefully she keep doing that, because we need them goals and assists.
Well, Shanice, on behalf of everyone at LFC TV, we send massive congratulations. Go and get that flight and go and see your baby.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shanice.
Safe flight, mate.
I should explain, yeah, it's you guys that she's waving to at the start of the end of the interview, but obviously she's such a live wire, such a sparky personality, and what a week, probably one of the best weeks of her life, capped off in the perfect way today.
Yeah, and people say, look, she's on a high, which she is, but it's not easy as well. Flying to Holland, flying back, the emotion of having a baby. I'm sure she hasn't had many great sleeps as well, you know, having that baby and the excitement, but she used the energy in the right way today. You know, she was infectious from the start. You know, she was involved in everything positive, got her goal, and again you can see she's just a proper team player, you know, saying that Leanne Keenan did well when she came on. That's her competition, but that's what is so great about Shanice. You know, she will just do a job, whether that's coming off the bench, whether that's starting a game. You know what you're going to get from her, and her pace is just frightening. God, I wish I'd had that when I was playing.
I think her only negative was she wanted to stay on longer to try and get another Jilly, typical striker's mentality, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, Shan's a great girl, but I think as well, just watching her, when anyone went down, I think Fuka went down in the middle, she runs straight over to her, picking her up, and I think, if anything, since when I was at Liverpool with her, and we signed at the same time, she's just such a huge team player. She's constantly encouraging players to do better and drive the standards up.
Perfect week for her. OK, let's talk you through some of the action. The scoreline at the end maybe didn't reflect the start of the game, because Brighton really did put Liverpool under pressure in this first half. I mean, Liverpool had started quite brightly, Tash, but Brighton took a foothold in the game. game, and as I say, we're piling on the pressure.
They did, and I think Melissa Phillips will be gutted that they didn't score with these opportunities. And Tegan Micah, you know, great debut for her today in the WSL, but the corners, especially in the set pieces for Brighton, were phenomenal. And how they didn't score one of those, I think, will be the big disappointment for them. And they needed to take one of these chances. But credit to Liverpool as well, threw bodies on the line, you know, denied Brighton those opportunities. And again, I think the big thing is when we got opportunities, we were clinical. When Brighton did, they weren't, you know, and that wins you football games.
Yeah, there was some scrambles there, Gilly, in defence. It's so important Liverpool weathered that storm.
Yeah, so important, because a game of football is all about momentum, you know, and your team will have it at different times. So if you can weather the storm, like we said, half the times the crosses were coming in and Tegan Micah weren't expecting them to be aimed at the goal. But Brighton didn't make the most of it, and Liverpool held on, and obviously then we took our chances when they come.
Yeah, let's have a word just on Tegan Micah as well, because her first start in the WSL today, and to be put under that kind of pressure initially, she weathered it very, very well.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, being a goalkeeper, it's a lot of pressure. You know, to come in, when I thought Laws, it was unlucky that she wasn't playing today, but Tegan stepped in, and I played with her. She's confident. She's a confident striker. She believes in her ability, and now she'll be wanting to really kickstart a season. I think it's great that Matt Beard has two real top keepers in his squad.
Well, Liverpool did weather that storm, managed to get a few chances of their own in before the first goal for Gemma Bonner. A special day for her. Obviously, pre-match, she was recognised by Ian Callaghan for her record appearances in a Liverpool shirt in the WSL. 135 to her name, and this is a great header, Gilly. A difficult header as well to get right.
Yeah, really difficult header. She's coming away from goal. She's able to direct it. Like I said to you, I do think Brighton will be looking at that, thinking they should have dealt with that better, because there's a couple of Brighton defenders that just allow it to bounce in the 6-yard box. But for Gemma Bonner to be coming away from goal to direct it and get it into the bottom corner, it's a great finish.
Yeah, header a striker would be proud of.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, too right. And I think I'm just made up for Bonner. I really am. I think that she deserves it. You know, she doesn't get enough praise for me. You know, and I'll always big her up. I think she has been a standout player for Liverpool this season.
OK, let's have a look at goal number 2. We just heard from her. Let's see her goal. Shanice van der Sanden scoring at a really critical time, Gilly, a perfect time to make it 2 just before the break.
Yeah, it was perfect timing, but obviously when Sophie picks up the ball here, you see Kerry Hollands on her left, and Shanice just said it then, she's thinking pass the ball, and it's a great run. Here I didn't know if she took maybe a touch too wide, but she sets herself up nicely for a great finish, and obviously an even better celebration too.
Yeah, and it's just punishing them mistakes there by Brighton. You know, should clear it, doesn't, but Sophie does well here to drive into the space and could go either side, to be honest, but almost disguises it with the outside of her foot, and I think there's too much power there for Sophie Bagley, and it's great to see the celebration there for Shanice and everyone joining in, and everyone just so happy for her.
Yeah, it was a wonderful celebration, that wonderful moment. She was bound to score, wasn't she, today? As was maybe Gemma. Let's have a look, obviously after the break, that was the interval. Then we will take a look at goal number 3 now. Liverpool started to take control at this point, hadn't they? The first goal definitely changed the pattern of the play, and then it was just after the hour that we saw this third, Tash.
Yeah, I think this is where Liverpool won the game, is in their second half performance. I think Matt Beard will probably be really happy with how Liverpool have actually ended games. They've finished games really strong and should have had more in the second half, but credit to Sophie Hawke here. She doesn't give up on it. Initially, I actually thought it had gone out, but she did well to scoop it and to make something of that. And Kerry Holland, you know, her first goal of the season, you know, right place, right time, and she deserved her goal as well today. OK, let's take a look at a chance this was for Leanne Kiernan. We spoke about her a little bit earlier on, but she came on, as we say, Gillian, made an immediate impact. This is a super drive, isn't it? The keeper just tips it onto the bar.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great strike from you, and I actually think the referee gave this as a goal kick, which, you know, don't take that away from Sophie Bagley, because it is a great save, but that's just the confidence as well of Leanne, you know, to pick the ball up. You know, there might have been times when instead she might have tried to cross that ball, but a confident player who wants to get a goal, and yeah, I mean, she's fuming because it should have been a corner.
And I think the game worked perfect for Liverpool as well, because Brighton were committing bodies forward, having to get goals, but then that allowed so much space for the likes of Leanne Kiernan, Sophie Hawke, Shanice van der Sanden to exploit that space, and that's why we probably should have had more. Yeah,
it felt like the fourth goal was coming, as you say. It could have been a lot more than 4, but let's take a look at number 4. Leanne Kiernan and obviously Missy Bo-Kearns as well had good chances, but it was Sophie Roman Hawke that sealed a super display, Jelly.
Well, you look at here, there's 2 Brighton defenders back, and I was thinking, we've got to make the most of this. It's a 3v2, but credit to Leanne Kiernan. You know, firstly to Missy Bo to pick out the pass, but Leanne does well here to get to the byline. You can see Sophie Hawke's movement actually drifts away to then come back into that near post area, and it's a lovely pick out and, you know, a nice goal for her, and she deserved that today. You know, she made a lot of unselfish runs, and like I said, right place, right time, keep doing the right things, you will get your goals, and she did that today.
Yeah, we spoke pre-match actually about it. It's been a slightly tough start for her in a Liverpool shirt, and as Tash says, really nice for her to get that today.
Yeah, really nice for her to get a goal, because I think sometimes, especially with strikers, you see it in the league, if, for example, Sam Kerr, if she doesn't get a goal, and then people think that she's had a quiet game or a bad game, but obviously Sophie's had a lot of link-up play today, got a couple of assists too, so I think sometimes it helps a striker getting a goal, because it's sort of, that's what they're paid to do, but she does a lot of work off the ball too.
Yeah, it's all about momentum. Obviously, you know better than anyone as a striker.
No, it is, but I think the great thing about this Liverpool team is that she will get chances. There's so many players on the pitch, and I felt like that when I came back last year, is that you're going to get opportunities, you know, so for me it's just about doing the right things at training. I'm sure she's practicing, you know, day in, day out, and Matt Beard's given her that faith, given her the confidence, you know, shown that belief, and I think Beardy's good at that as well. He always makes you feel like a top player, and you can see that she showed that today, and like I said, that really will, I'm sure, kickstart, you know, her season.
OK, Sophie Roman-Haug rounding off what has been a perfect afternoon here at Preston Park. Liverpool 4, Brighton 0. I think that sums it up on the scoreboard, doesn't it? Shanice van der Sanden scoring the Reds' second goal this afternoon. We are back with more reaction after the break.
Oh, Firmino. It is another. It's 7 for Liverpool. Sensational, astonishing, incredible. The greatest win against Manchester United there's ever been.
This is Bobby Action.
Salah for Liverpool! Have a little bit of that! Oh, Pickford's lost it! Divock Origi! Unbelievable! Number 6 is on its way to Anfield! There's the cross. Lovren! Stunning moment, stunning hit. What an arrival in a red shirt. It comes to Lallana! And Mane's turned in, and Sadio Mane for Liverpool. Alexander on. Oh, it's Alisson! Unbelievable! It's absolutely astonishing!
It's about where your dad went, it's about where your grandfather went. It's about a build-up over the years of stories, of sounds, of smells, of memories, which you just simply can't replace anywhere else.
That was our manager, and everybody loves him.
A lot of time in my life I thought back to this moment. How can a club like Liverpool never have won the cup? You realise just what it meant to people.
Nothing is impossible. Things change in football, in life like this.
I went through all this and I know what some families are going through, so give them a chance.
Every time I played at Anfield, wherever I was with the ball, it was like deja vu. Things that flashed through your mind in half a second.
Shagley was convinced the reason we lost the cup final in '71 was because of the shirts.
They said it was like sacks on our back.
I was a posh jock.
You were?
Yeah,
Oh,
being from Edinburgh.
I went out for dinner with Kenny that night and I said to him, I said, look, this is the worst Liverpool side I've ever played in my life. This team's going to win nothing. And that's why I, of course, became a pundit.
Liverpool felt very much like the centre of the known universe. And of course, in the midst of all this, you have Bill Shankly, who fed off it, the Liverpool kind of arrogance, if you like.
What that fan park gave us, walking down to that ground, there was a belief in absolutely everyone.
I just wish I was 25 again to have another 10 years, but life doesn't work like that, does it?
Yeah, welcome back to Prenton Park, where we have witnessed possibly the performance of the season so far from Liverpool women. 4-0 is finished against Brighton. Let's hear what the boss makes of it. Matt Beard is with Steve Hunter.
Beardy, almost a perfect day in the office, that.
Yeah, delighted. Even you said before the game the amount of chances we've been creating, and today, obviously to score 4 goals, could have scored more. Thought Bagley made 2 or 3 outstanding saves. But yeah, no, really pleased, really pleased. So, going to the international break, 4 goals, clean sheet, and 3 points.
We have to mention Tegan Micah. You give her a first start in the WSL. A big save there at 0-0, 3 minutes and from a deflected shot from Bremer.
Yeah, no, definitely. I thought Teague's done really well. She had a bit of a tough start coming in. Obviously been at the World Cup and coming in late. She's been patient, got her head down and worked hard. I'm delighted for her, especially with the clean sheet.
Gemma Bonner, special day. She got the presentation from our record appearance holder, Ian Callaghan, a Liverpool legend. She's kept a clean sheet and she's got a goal too.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But we was due one from a corner. You know, we've worked hard on the corners and for whatever reason we've not managed to get on the end of one, but today it was great for that to happen.
When I mention even her first name, Shanice, I know I'm going to get a smile off you. Shanice van der Sanden. I mean, that's the stuff dreams are made of, that the week and then today.
Yeah, we just said it in the huddle at the end. All week she's been beaming. Well, obviously since she come back Friday, you know, she is an infectious character. What you see on the pitch is what she's like day to day, but I'm absolutely delighted for her and her family.
Kerry Holland getting the first goal of the season, and that was a classic example of don't give anything up.
No, definitely. I think I'm pleased for Kerry. I thought Sophie was outstanding today as well. It was 2 assists for her and the goal. I was pleased she got a goal, especially at home. So, yeah, no, listen, it was a pleasing performance all round, and I'm delighted for Kerry.
And the clean sheet as well, it's the icing on the cake.
No, definitely. We did our best at times to maybe give him a few opportunities, especially at the back end there. But no, listen, I'm really, really pleased with today.
And Leanne Kiernan was absolutely electric when she came on.
Yeah, same as Wednesday. You know, Lee's just enjoying being back on the pitch again and enjoying training again. And you can see that in her performances.
Beardy, we really enjoyed that. Thank you so much as always.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, we did indeed, and understandably very pleased, Matt Beard, with what he has seen today. Let's show you what this result here means for the WSL table. So far in the WSL, there were wins for Manchester United, Chelsea and Arsenal. So Chelsea sit top still, Arsenal stay in second, United up to third. More importantly for us though, Liverpool climb up to fourth in the WSL. However, that might change as just below them City and Spurs play a little bit later on this evening. Tash, next up, Bristol City having a tough old time of it down at the bottom. They've been beaten 2-0 by Manchester United today, so with no disrespect to them, you would think that that might be an opportunity to build some momentum now.
Yes, but also dangerous games as well, because you kind of go into those games maybe knowing your favourites, and that's when you can easily slip up. But I think the great thing about Liverpool at the moment is that we're staying with that top pack. You know, you expect to see the likes of Man United, Arsenal, City and Chelsea in the top four, but I think we're there and thereabouts, and I see us maybe in that fifth spot, and you know, we can go and beat those top teams as well. So if we keep winning our games, that's all we can do, because I feel like then we can kind of, that little gap between the top five and then, you know, the rest of the table, I think that's really important that we kind of stay with that pack.
Yeah, there's 3 games left in total before the month-long winter break. After Bristol, it is Everton in the Cup and then Manchester United. So 2 tough fixtures after to Bristol.
Yeah, really tough. I mean, I'll always fancy Liverpool over Everton anyway. But I mean, in regards to how they're playing as well, Everton are not having a great form at the moment either. But I think it's Liverpool need to be picking up the points and win the games from everyone else in and around that pack, and you know, and if they can get points off the top 4, brilliant. But yeah, Bristol they'll be aiming, and I fancy them against United as well. If they play, especially how they did today, and on the front foot, they'll go at them.
OK, well, thank you to both of you for braving the cold. It has definitely been worth it, hasn't it? That is us almost done for today from Prenton Park. Just time, though, to remind you before we leave what else we have got coming up for you on the horizon on LFC TV. And here we go. Jurgen Klopp's men are in Europa League action on Thursday evening. It's match day 5 in the group stage for Liverpool. Lask are the visitors to Anfield. And a win for the Reds will, of course, seal qualification. Match day live from 7 o'clock, bringing you all the build-up from Anfield. Then it's the international break for Liverpool women. However, they are back in league action on Sunday, the 10th of December. Bristol City travel to Prenton Park. Once again, we are there too. Our coverage starts at 1:30 for the 2 p.m. kickoff. So please do join us for that one if you can. For now, though, it has been pretty much the perfect afternoon here at Prenton Park. 3 precious points in the bag and 4 goals for the Reds. 4-0 it finishes against Brighton. Thanks for watching. We'll see you very soon. Goodbye.
Lisandro Martinez is the defender. Torres pulling in one way, then the other. Gakpo! Oh, incredible goal! It's a thing of absolute beauty. Incredible scenes at Anfield.